Yes, welcome to Keep the Ball on the Ground!
It's a night
On
shift.
the night fucking hell.
Jesus,
Night
man.
shift, aye.
Back to the night shift, mate. You have never done a night shift, you bastards, have you?
Is this a normal thing, aye?
This is on, mate. This is
I've never done this.
You ever done a night shift, Doc? Welcome to Ross Docherty as well.
No,
Welcome, mate.
What a hero.
Cheers, lads.
You ever worked? You when you're part-time, do you ever work?
Aye, worked washing motors for 3 days. The worst ever. Worst ever.
Whereabouts?
Linwood, Phoenix. We done. It was like motors that were getting in to get fixed or whatever, and you had to. I was getting the shitty job. The boys had obviously been there for years, and I was
You've
in
done you in.
my back, honestly. And
Somebody said you kept putting your mouth in the exhaust pipes.
That's his wee prep, innit?
How did I know you was going to say sort of wash cars? How are you boys? Alright, good weekend, everyone?
Aye, all good, aye.
Anything, get up to anything? You're Manchester?
Aye, went to Manchester, so apologies for the late start. But I went down to Manchester, it was good.
With the missus?
This has
Did she
been
do anything done your tits in when you were doing that? This is a new thing now. It's like loose women, but the opposite.
Aye, okay.
Pick now the pet peeves.
okay.
You call no one, look.
For birds. But I can't think of something for, but I've got a pet peeve for this week. Something that
What,
happened
I've got them,
recently.
what is it?
What, right in, pet
Right
peeve
in.
early. See me order a Chinese, right? Got a Chinese Saturday night. And obviously I've got my food and I've got my juice. And the can of juice is in the bag with
With
the
the hot food, pish. And your
So my
can's
juice
flaky.
was roasting.
Aye.
Your can's got condensation oil in it, so it slips out your hand when you keep
It
trying
was
to
like
pick it up.
greasy and all that already. Mate, it was
Aye.
gutted, man.
Piece
So I
of
had to
chicken
put
curry
it.
off the top of the can.
I had to put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes.
To get it back to where it was.
Oh,
How was the Chinese?
Unbelievable.
What'd you get?
So good. Do you know what annoys me? I heard I was listening to the cooking show and I get the exact same as Faddy.
Oh, did you?
Aye.
Two psychopaths.
Aye. Salt and pepper chips, salt and pepper chicken, curry sauce, fried rice, bog standard, innit?
Too much salt and pepper for me.
No.
Do you know what G
Oh,
Diddy?
would you
do you
get
know who
going?
G? Do you know?
Listen
Do
to
you know what
this.
G Diddy gets? Gordon Dale, G Diddy.
No.
He gets chicken Maryland for the Chinese.
What's that?
That's just breaded chicken, mate.
Breaded chicken with an egg on it.
Mayonnaise.
Aye, what's the point? Aye.
Nah, he's a weirdo, mate.
What'd you get? You'll get monkfish prawn or something, won't you?
No, I love prawn toast. So we got a Chinese
Prawn
last
toast
night.
good, aye. No,
I had
what'd
a
you
few
get,
beers last
genuinely?
night. I would get a breast of chicken curry chopped, vegetable chow mein, which is
Breast of chicken curry, so you ask for that. So it's
Aye.
no, instead of what?
because if you get normal chicken curry, it's all black in it. It's all the shite that they
So
put
it
in
needs to
it.
be the breast.
It needs to be the breast. Needs to be the tip, mate.
I
As you
don't know
know,
that.
must be the tip. Any
Don't
used
have
to
chicken's ass.
chickens up. Any used to got any pet peeves?
I've got one for I done that Great Scottish Sun yesterday.
Did you, mate?
You done
What was your time?
Aye, 43.50.
For a 10k.
10k, aye.
Why do you not do a half marathon?
One step at a time. I've not run 10k for ages, so.
That's
the last
some
we
time
didn't
for
do
10k, no?
Mate, I was alright. Honestly, I'm not just saying this is my pet peeve with that. People, so you sign up for it and you take what group you'll be in. So people taking faster groups and then they're walking. So you're having to dodge in and out people.
But they start in the fast group and then they end
So
up
they start in the fast group but they're walking, so you're like, you should be at the back. So you're having to weave in and out these people to get through them.
Why would they be doing that? What would be the reason behind
I
that?
That's
don't
what
know.
I've done earlier or something.
Uh,
Because the faster go off first.
As soon as you walk, man, he runs, you just be picked up for a crane, dropped in the Clyde. Instantly. As soon as you're not running, you've got 2 seconds in the
who's
Clyde.
walking at fucking 10k?
Exactly.
Anybody
And
can
I'm
get for
talking
a
3-4k
10k.
in, there's people walking. Just be picked up, trapped right in the Clyde.
43 minutes is not bad though.
Huh?
43
is,
minutes
that's
is not
very
bad.
good.
Alright, aye.
The last
Still
10k
for a
done
piss and all.
Germany, I had the fear that
Schoolboy.
day as well. I
Did we
could
do
have
10
ran on the
that
motorway.
day?
We'd done 10 that day.
That was longer than that, but we took about 50, didn't we?
No,
40.
I
You've
was
done a
45.
10k in Germany during the Euros?
I had to, mate.
After that first night,
I
aye.
was having a meltdown.
Well, aye.
But we spoke for the full 50 minutes.
How
you
did
know
we do that?
I don't know.
We was
mate.
there the full time in Germany. The full time it's
You
gone.
were.
Was that what?
You were there for the full time?
Full time, mate. He came just at the middle, so went for a 10k, but my head was already gassed.
Give the boys a wee pick me up, 10k.
Is that in your missus does it annoy you? We've been speaking
Aye,
about
they're the
this.
best ones. What did you have to do annoys you?
Oh, it's bound to be something, aye.
I'll tell you mine's while you're thinking.
Go.
She puts the boys' boxers in my pile.
Aye, she ended up. Aye,
So that
that's,
tells me that she thinks that we've got the same size. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Aye.
how's she mixing it up? So I get up to go to the gym midday, mate, and I'm rushing about in the morning. My
get
gym
Iron
gear's in
Man
the
ones on.
pile, so I just grab my gym gear out the pile in the bag, see a pair of boxers, stick
Put
it
an
in the bag.
11-year-old's boxers on.
So come out after the gym, go for a shower, sauna. I'm actually speaking to my mate, Bollock, mate, in the gym, in the changing room. Pull the boxers out the bag, didn't even look. Go like that, mate, the tiniest boxers ever, man. But I couldn't make him think that I took my boys' boxers. So I just pulled them up, mate, and fired my jeans on straight away. My boys, the full day were like that, man.
You're a Spider-Man.
What about your missus, anything? You've not got a missus, Doc. Are there any single ladies that like to look at us, Doc? What's your Instagram tag? Anything?
She's got a bit of OCD, so everything needs to be everything needs to be spotless. Like that table would need to be everything off it.
Right.
As soon as you're no using any of that, it's done. She wants to make things just disappear, so everything's like that. So that's can be annoying sometimes.
I've been in your house, mate. It's a shithole. I think you're telling lies there. I've got another one as well. She buys shit that we didn't need, mate. So
No, that's me, to be fair. I do that.
What, like? Nothing will beat this.
No, but if
I've got
just in
another
general, if I go food shopping, I'll buy like
Too much
after
food.
3-4 days, hundreds of things are getting launched out because they're out of date, and I've just overbought it all the time.
See, I'm the opposite to you. I'll go to the shop for bread and milk, and I'll come back with bread and milk. She'll come back with 5 bags. Everything in the shop.
That's me, to be fair. Just because I think to myself,
You should go.
I don't want to go to the shops again in a couple of days. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what she says. I just get when it's needed. That's it.
So I came in about 2 weeks ago, and she's like, "We really need covers for the bins." And I was like, "What? Covers for the?" And she's like, "I had the bin. You've been at my house, innit? So my house is here, and then my bedroom's there, and then I've got a big gap under my house. My bins sit at the back of that, mate, right? So nobody can see them when the motors are there. It's like it's disgusting that you can see the bins. So we need to get bin covers." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She's like, "It's fine, I've ordered them. 400 quid, mate.
Fuck off.
I've got it on my Amazon
What's
here."
that bin cover?
She's like, "You'll be buzzing too. I got 2 covers for 400 quid. So there's another
No way.
So there's another thing. The fucking things come, right? And people who package these things are fucking psychopaths.
It's good you get to wear it as well, but that's 2 jobs, what I mean?
Look, there it is there. A bin cover, mate, for 380 quid.
Just like a material.
So my bin's sitting there, mate. So the thing comes, right? And I can't get it out, mate. It takes about 20 minutes I'm fucking macheting this thing to get the packaging out. See, when it comes, mate, it's the most complicated thing ever to build. I'm like, I can't build that. She's like, I phoned somebody to come and build it.
So one of the things with the plastic rods and all that.
Mate, I know, she's phoned a guy, William, Rangers fan, he watches this. He's just rocked up to my house, built the 2 things, he's like, "That's 100 quid, mate." So I'm 500 quid to hide my fucking 4 bins.
And she actually thinks that's acceptable.
She loves it, mate. She's like, "Look how much better that looks."
What is it but like
That's it there, it's
like
a fucking... It's like a fucking cupboard for bins.
is in there?
That's wild. I'd lose the nut at that.
Did I ever tell you the story about when she bought a Wendy house for my daughter? And
your boy kept playing with it, you did?
Pack, and I went, I can't build that. It's like a shed. She's like, "Right, we need to get somebody in." So we got somebody in, right? I came in for training, right? I swear to God. And I phoned her, I says, "Right, where are you? I hope it was all done." I knew that guy was coming that day. She went, it was quite a nice day. And she went, "I'm away at the beach with the Wains and that." And my sister and that was doing, so they're at the beach. I was like, "All right, okay." She went, "I've left the guy in the house staying the hangway." She went, "He was just turning up at the gate when we were leaving. I've just left, so he'll be there." I was like, "Right, please be done," I'm thinking to myself. So I get to the house, we've got a pre-season game the next day, and I turn up to the house and I peek out the back door and he's only get the stuff laid out to get started, right? So I'm like, "Oh, fuck. I'm hoping it's done." Swear to God, he's got 1 leg. I swear to God, right? So I phoned her. I says, "Have you seen this boy?" And she's like, "No, I seen him kind of just walking out." "He's got 1 leg." "What do you mean with 1 leg?" I said, "Well, he's got 1 leg and 1 kind of
Stump.
fake leg, a stump, a prosthetic leg, but still the same trainer on the ball, mate." Right?
Was the Wendy house on stilts?
No,
Imagine
he
he's
was a
trying to
lot.
screw the
So he'd all laid out, right? So me and him then start fucking. So I walk outside scorching day, don't forget. I'm like, "You want to be on, mate?" Or I hope he says, no. I was like, "Cup of tea, that'd have been easy, a wee cup of tea." He's like, "If you could help, that'd be great." And I'm like, "Oh no, this isn't a 1 hour job, this." So next minute, me and him are building this Wendy house, right? So I did it for hours, right? Swear to God. Next minute, it was like a wee dee-dee. And I was like, "What's that?"
His legs run out of charge.
It's like my legs running out of charge. I Andy, I swear to God, my legs on a charge, something like that. But what? I was like, what happens? He's like, sorry, I've got a charger there. So I'm like, he's going to be plugged into the wall, and I'm going to be doing this myself. He's going to be plugged into the wall, and I'm going to be putting this thing together. I swear to God.
I've never told that story.
I swear to God. So I had a pre-season game the next day. Mate, it was boiling the tap off and everything. I was torched. I was scorched. Me and him eventually got this done, right? In fact, I tell a lie. We never even get it done. He came back the next morning.
Don't tell me the Wendy House had a trainer at the end of it.
No, we come back the next morning. The two is going to finish. I went with the boys and I told them the story with a pre-season game. And he's like, "You're scorched. What happened to you?" He says, "I've been outside building a shed for 2 days with this guy." Told them that story. They're like, "You're at it." Didn't believe us. I swear to God. He says, "I'm picturing this guy plugged into the wall and me just hammering away at a Wendy House." Swear
That's
to God.
brilliant, man.
That's incredible. What a story, man.
Aye. I was going to say something about your missus paying something that's overpriced, but I'm not telling it after that.
No, you can't follow that, mate. I just want to ask you, somebody sent me, and I think it's quite good. I wanted your opinion on it. It's Ed Rabbi's name, you and Robert, fan of the show. Pet peeve, when people on social media, how is my wee boy, girl, 7 today or 12, etc. Because you were born 7 years ago, you had them, fuck off.
Aye.
I get that, aye, 100%.
Going so fast now.
Worse than that, can't believe my baby's 10 months old today.
Aye.
Not even a fucking age. What are you doing? It's not even an age. What are you sticking 10 months up for?
Aye.
He's
Yeah, I
all
know what
for
you
it.
mean, aye.
Aye, 100%.
Good. And
I've
then
got a
there's,
pet peeve actually.
go on, Doc, good lad.
You know the reveals. See, baby.
Oh, we've had that on
the
here.
same?
Cannot stand that.
Aye.
I'm a
He had one, mate, and it was just green balloons. It was a Celtic king. You'll be a Celtic fan.
Mate.
Can I?
No, I
But
just
you
want
you got to be disappointed with it. Do you know what I mean? No chance. I'm not having that.
You're celebrating either way. innit?
Tell me,
But it's good when you can tell the dad's got it, it's a girl.
Aye.
That's the best of
I
it.
just face just traps wanting somebody to leave. But I always thought that the parents knew.
No, they don't
they
know.
were
To
everybody else.
everybody else. But it's no, they get that put in and they. But no, Hagi.
Did you see Harry Kane's one?
He kicked the ball into a goal.
Took a penalty.
I thought he was going to give birth to the bill.
Aye. Took a penalty.
And what did
As he hit the ball burst into a killer. Like, what the fuck was that?
I wanted to ask you this one, and I wanted to ask you if you played with anyone that does it. Massive pet peeve, mate. This is Craig Sturrock. Happens in the lower leagues of Scottish football. Team gets pumps, but still gives out a man of match award, and the guy retweets it.
Oh, shocker.
No, I can't say I've not.
Or you get beat 4-1 and they score and the retweet.
Or their Instagram or whatever.
Have you got somebody that does it?
Can't I think of, but there's been players everywhere.
Aye.
Sure.
I like, you know what I hate when boys tweet if they've got an assist.
Pre-assist,
to get an assist today.
now. Pre-assist, that's a thing now.
Pre-assist.
Pre-assist, aye. You've set up the guy who's set up the assist, set up the goal.
Delighted I got an assist at the weekend.
Who's fucking came up with
Oh,
it?
man.
Honestly.
That
Passed
was
the ball
fuck-
to somebody and he lashed in for 30 yards.
Last pet peeve, this is a food one, so and then we'll get on. Pet peeve in life, people that leave the silver foil on the butter after it's opened. It's got a fucking lid, no need for the foil. By Damo Watson.
I leave
Aye,
the
the wee
foil
film.
on.
I leave the film.
I don't know.
Do you take that in?
Aye, take
Do you
that
lick it first before you put it in the bin?
Oh, aye, all over
Or
it.
the boys done it? What about you?
Nah, I can't even hang it.
I'm sure I'll leave the foil on.
I would leave the foil on.
Just gets in the road after a bit and you're having to place
Some-
it on again.
What about somebody that leaves the crumbs in the butter?
Oh, that's fucking
that's-
serial
aye,
killers. That
shocking.
happens in my house all the time, mate.
And just leave, and then you end up trying to find the bit with the crumbs on it, and then you end up with that's not good.
No good. Right, there's a pet peeve as well. I fucking caned long throws on Monday. Caned them, mate. Stopped doing them. They never work. It was actually after watching Hughes against Rangers doing them.
Aye, constant.
Mate, what's the chances he scores for a long throw on Saturday?
Have you been getting caned for
Mate,
that?
honestly, came out of Berwick, right, and I had like 20 Instagrams, mate. Just like came up like 20 messages, and I was like, what the fuck's happened? I thought I'd said something on the coupon show or something. And then it's fucking came up, Andy Halliday scores for a long throw, mate. What are the chances, man?
I know,
Who's launching
tell
it
me.
in fees?
Some lunch.
Oh,
Well,
mate,
that's
this
what I was
guy,
saying.
man.
That's
Was that guy, was that, see that leg that guy had? He's got an arm. It does it. He charges it up before he flings it in.
But that's what I said to you last week, though, didn't I? Like, I'm with you with the long throws, but if you see this boy's long
he
throw,
lasers it,
oh,
mate.
it's longer.
Who is it?
Boy Kofi Balmer, not an Irish boy who signed this summer. I think I'd love to see it next to Rory Delaps, because honestly, it can't be far away.
Where does he play,
But it's the
Andy?
fact
What
it's
position
like
does he
centre
play?
half,
What, right centre half?
left centre half.
All right, because that's what I'm saying. It was doing it at the left corner. That's my pet hate. You get a corner thrown away down at the left corner. Somebody can just take it quick and he runs all the way for right back to fucking throw a ball.
I know what you're saying, but see when you play against a team today, you're like, oh here we go. Because they're so hard to defend. One skiff and it's in your box.
And see, even when somebody headers it, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't know because it's so lumpy.
It takes about 4 headers to get out of the box.
That's the thing with his. His is so flat, mate. It's like a cross. It's like a proper zing into
So see
the
if
box.
somebody jumps and gets I've not seen your goal, but if somebody jumps and flicks it, or even gets a skiff on the flat lands, it's always favourite for the thing, isn't it?
Ross Graham's got a lunch, to be fair.
Is that a lunch though? Is it?
No, his is long.
His is alright.
Is it?
Right. Not like your man's, but his is alright.
His is floaty, innit? It's a floater.
Floaty, aye.
Big Suter was just wrapping that big nut on every single one, wasn't he?
We've had a wee bit of joy for it, to be fair.
Have you?
The St Johnstone one.
See, when you scored, did you think about us saying that now?
I actually never, I forgot about it till after. I can't remember. I think I had a couple of messages on all about it, and straight away I was like, it's got to be fun.
Oh, mate. And then Porteous message is, Watford, he scored for a long throw the day as well. So you're for them, he's like it.
No,
Played against Accrington Stanley down south, man, and it was a horrible night. It was a horrible night. Everything inside Rotherham and all, everything inside their half, basically within 10 yards. Back in your box, 2 big strikers, Big Boy Smith. It's at Sheffield Wednesday. But the centre half at West Brom now just come up. They get most of their goals that year for it. Volks it was.
I'm way your argument though. Like, see if the guy actually doesn't have a long throw. Stop trying to take long throws. Do you know what I mean? One of these semi-medium ones who don't even go anywhere like that. Fucking hell. Like, the actual first man headers it away. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't even beat the first guy.
Are you running in the box when Ross Smith throws it? Ross Graham, sorry.
I'm just at the edge, hoping for a rebound.
I was supposed. That's
what I was going to ask you, because you looked like you were on there. Did you just take your own initiative running there?
Prentice had just been sent off a couple of minutes before, and he was marking me at the edge of the box when it was a long throws. So he got sent off, and McCowan was in between me and Lennon. And I was like, Lennon, like, stay at the edge. I'm going in, and I went in. I can feel it was.
Even when you contact it, kick the ball, it's the other side of the box. Through the ball.
But do you know,
it's like back post
he's never hit the back post, mate.
Do you know? Obviously, you'll know see for the highlights and that. He took 2 long throws before it, and he didn't catch them. So he didn't throw it as far as he could.
Because it went to like the edge of the 6, didn't it?
So like Hibs' defenders were like set, and that's when I was like, Lennon, I'm going in. Like they're fucking right at the front post. He can throw it further, and obviously it's so far, mate, the way he throws it. Hibs, how big's Hibs' pitch? Do you know what I mean? That's like probably one of the widest pitches in the league.
Do you think he's only in the team because he can fling the ball?
No, he's actually really good, mate.
I wouldn't tell. I said that last week. I wouldn't tell anyone I had a long throw, mate. Imagine having to run all the way over there to take a fucking throw every time I went out.
There's a couple of times last season I've went and picked it and threw it quick, and I was struggling with injury. I was like, at my back. Oh no. I was like, hey, Mars, you need to give me 5 minutes. I mean, he come up. Because my back trying to take a throw, and it was like 20 yards different.
So before Kofi, it was it Sods or Dan Case? I can't remember, but somebody takes one of the medium long throws that we're talking about, right? And they were injured for the game. The gaffer was like, anyone else got a long throw? And I was like, mine's is alright. He's like, right, you can take the one this Saturday. Mate, you should have seen this thing flying in your box. Like a fucking soaking dildo. It just flicked off my horn.
See, you've got the ball in your horn.
2 yards in the box.
See, you've got the ball in your horn, you think, I can launch this until you start actually try it.
And then I done a second one that was the biggest foul throw in the world just to try and get me on it. Thankfully they got away with that one, but I've not got a long throw either.
Have you got a long throw?
One of the in-between ones.
Did you play with anybody?
I think I took one before. That was me.
Did you play with anyone that had one?
No, I can remember.
See when you say you take a corner, right, you hit the first man for a corner and you feel like a pure dick. Taking a long throw and it not going anywhere's worse, honestly.
Is it?
Oh, you feel like a pure gimp, man.
I could not be fucked.
Especially if it's like not been planned or that and you run and get it and it's the last minute, you're like, right, if you get centre halves up, you take your time, you back, you dry the ball into your tap or that, you take a big run and you first man just clears it.
Right, somebody's messaged in, Si, I need to ask you, where do you stand on Andy doing the Morelos celebration? That's a pet peeve of mine, mate. Copying other players. Proper bumsook Andy is.
What teams do you support?
No, it doesn't say.
It does. Why try to avoid it? No, that was purely because it was against Hibs. I wouldn't do it against anybody else. Because I'd done the celebration at Derby and they hated it and I was getting next level abused.
Did Morelos do that against Hearts before? I'm sure he has, and Hearts hated it.
No, he done it every goal scored. He done it every goal scored,
But surely fans want that. I always get annoyed when fans are going mental for a player giving them a wee bit of stick back. You get abuse the whole game.
Mate,
and then
the abuse
I think most fans are all right.
corners, man.
Were you?
Mental. I fully admit that was pre-planned. As I'm scoring, I'm going for it, aye.
Good for you, mate. Stand up for yourself. Did you ever know what to do when you scored, celebration-wise? What do you do?
No, I've started doing roly-polies just for a laugh.
Have you?
God, it's terrible.
What,
It's
you
so
did a
bad.
roly-poly?
I done... I
Bobby
carried
Keane?
it. No, well, that's
That was
coming
the
out, I
worst
think, next.
celebration.
Aye, that's me.
I'm working up to that. Last year I scored it down at Ayr and it was 10 minutes to go or something like that. And I was pumped and I done like some shitey flip. You should see his stadium. And I was like, oh my back, right? And then, but well, like, you need to keep doing the roly-poly. And I was like, that wasn't a roly-poly, but some other folk are scoring and I'm doing the roly-poly next to them as well. They're like, oh, do you score today? I was like, nah, mate. He's like, why are you doing your celebration?
You can't beat a good knee slide, but
I got a knee slide on the
soaking
when
wet,
it was
mate,
a dry
good
pitch
pitch, you
though,
got
and somebody
a
fucks
belter
it.
of a knee slide.
And they do their knees in the ground.
Aye, they're dry ones.
Oh, John.
Have you ever done like I don't think have you ever done like a
What was your
different type of
celebration?
I remember I
Point.
scored against Aberdeen up there for Celtic, and I was getting a stick the whole time I was in the game. And I'd done that one with my horns out like that, but fans were fuming, but it was a winner. Last they won 2-1, I think. 2-1, or 2-1. But no, I can't think of anything.
Just a point, I think.
Just a point. And I'd done a
But you
couple
know-
of knee slides, but nothing.
But do you know when fans give it, right? And obviously you just laugh and take it and that, but then when you give them why did it get so raging when you give them it back?
No.
Even if it's a fan, you would just laugh, wouldn't you?
I mind I scored against Rangers.
But
and I
they're fucking
Hate you, mate, didn't I?
when I look back now, I'm like, fuck, I look back at my celebration and I was trying to rush it. I was trying to get back to the halfway line to get the ball to win the game. But see, when I look at this, I just milked it. I should just because I dreamt of that for a young Wayne.
Is that the corner?
Aye, the corner. So I should just milked that and kind of took it on. But I slid, and then I'm kind of like, right, boys, let's get back to the halfway line. Like, just try
I should have enjoyed. Try to play
to
it to
enjoy the
fans,
moment.
Did you run and get the ball?
No, just
Same, mate.
slid.
What is that?
So does he score enough to have
I'm
a
not sure enough to
celebration?
go,
But
right,
I'll
I'm going to do this or do that.
Mate, I'm
I
wanting it
always
on
have an
camera.
idea and then I score and I'm like, oh my God, I scored.
You've scored a few belters too now. Your strike Saturday was good, mate.
That was alright.
For the assist. Mate, you're the dirtiest bastard I played against.
No, I'm coming on here to clean
Mate,
my name.
I've never heard a guy
coming
elbow
on
me
here
in the
to
head
clean
so much in
my
my
name.
fucking life, mate. Air away at Somerset. I mean, I'm sure you done me a belter and I
No.
try to chase you about for the next 20 minutes.
Aye, so-
and then you done me again.
So I think that was it a playoff game or something?
Playoff, he's beat us in the playoffs, that's
and
right.
the game up there was 4 or something
Rory
like
got sent off, didn't he?
Aye. And I caught you an elbow by accident in the first 20 minutes or something and you were raging. I think you'd cut
you
yourself or
cut us,
whatever. And then the game was done. 5 minutes ago, I went to get like a short corner or something, and I seen you coming, and you were like that, 2 feet, and I'm thinking, this been talking about me being a dirty bastard for years, and I've just been sitting. My mates are like, he says you're a dirty. I was like, you never told me to try to break my leg.
That was a belter for that elbow you caught me. I remember it, mate.
Aye.
We're going to ask you because you played against Shakhtar Karagandhi. Do
Aye.
you remember it?
Aye.
They had a guy with a long throw.
That's right.
Can you remember
You
if you
nearly
worked
scored
on
some
it?
at death.
I can remember we were 2-0 down for the first leg, by the way. Played the first leg, Van Dijk get bullied and gets trapped for the second leg. There you go, there's one for you.
Did Lennon Kane after the first
I've
leg?
got something
Aye, you're not playing, so never played the second, never played the second leg. So we won 3-0, we went 1-0 up for the second half. Then we went 2-1 up, then we went 2-0 up, and then they hit the bar. A long throw, bounced, they headed it, hit on the side of the bar, and then we went up and scored it like 5 minutes later. But aye, they had a long throw, they were a nightmare.
And would you work on it in training? You said Lenny went on Gary Parker's shoulders and flung the ball. So they saw the ball.
I was in Ibiza with Dylan McGee that summer. Dylan was still at Celtic at the time, and when he came back, he went back to pre-season, bumped into him suddenly. I was like, "Oh, how's it been?" Telling him Celtic, blah, blah, blah. He's like, "Good." He's like, "Wait till you see this boy Virgil van Dijk we've signed." He's like, "He's fucking unbelievable." And that Karagandhi game, I remember when he got that, I was like,
So after he said
boy's
that, you'd watched
fucking
it?
shite, aye. He's like, "You're at it." Fuck me.
Was he shite, eh?
In that game, they just launched everything, and he'd been playing in Holland, obviously maybe not used to that style, even though he was big.
Mm-hmm.
But fucking only took him one game to adjust because he got dropped for that game, and then he was obviously back in. But the centre halves were.
Who played the header?
By the way, I thought it was Stephen Milacolo because I looked at this recently. I was telling Josh about it, and
Who?
remember Stephen Milacolo?
No.
Remember him?
Nobody can remember him, right? He'd one appearance. Remember him? He came for Wolves. very little games his career, and he snapped his Achilles like that year and was never seen. He retired. That was him done. But he played one game.
That's him that's building Wendy houses in your backyard. Did you work on defending the set piece?
We
I can just picture this guy with a double USB for his leg and his phone charger or something.
Swear to God.
You say he's in the wall, man. Oh, mate.
I think.
And then he brought back, he says, I've got a wee carpet, it'll be nice for that. And I swear to God. And lights. Swear to God.
How did he have a carpet fit for a window house?
No, there. He says, I'll bring it back tomorrow. And I'm like, aye, sound. I don't know what Lana's what to do with it. I'm like, aye, just get it up. He turns up with a carpet.
And you're fitting it.
And lights, and I'm like, so
Did you need to get a carpet fitter?
no, just right in the bin, mate. It was never going to get used to it.
How was your game overall? Great result for you again.
We weren't a great first half. Hibs were miles better. Big Asa made a couple of great saves.
He looks alright.
Mate, he's very good.
Is he? We're just getting
Do you know what he is? He's unbelievable at come for crosses. You'll know.
We've seen that with analysis, just comes for everything.
Mate,
Anyway.
see me a 2-1 up, mate, with 5-10 minutes to go, and you know that there's going to be fucking pressure, corners, free kicks. He just come and collects everything. You know what it's like? It's the best feeling in the world, mate. Like, when you're in injury time, you know you're holding on. He just keeps coming and collecting things, mate.
We're just getting fit.
I'm sure it was Norwich he was at. I think it was Norwich, aye.
Must say I loved your first goals here. The first goal. That worked on, obviously.
We were actually going to do that against Dundee United, I'm sure it was. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was St Mirren. It was St Mirren we were going to do it against. But St Mirren's, when we watched the analysis, it was because St Mirren's line was so high. But then we played them like, nah, their line's way too deep, couldn't do it. So never done it. And then we said we'd do it at the weekend there, and obviously it worked.
Miller's way to pass is brilliant, isn't it?
Mate, you should have seen, I know we're talking about him fucking in a week, but he's a turn he done in the middle of the pitch, mate, and turned, and as he turned, he's like flat zinged the ball about that much off the ground to put somebody through 1-on-1. Mate, see, during it, right, during the game, you just get on with it. During that, I remember going, wow. I actually remember saying wow during that. Fucking boy's incredible.
Because see that free kick, mate, I sometimes I used to get put on free kicks, right, and see if it was just float one in the box, I didn't mind it, mate, but see when they're like, he's going to run there and you need to pass it there at that weight.
Wait a pass,
mate, my heart would be fucking pounded. Would yours, mate? What age is he, 18?
Just turned 18.
Man, he's weight, he looks like he's not even fucking bothered, mate, but his weight of passes, did you see it now?
I seen it.
Well, you know if you underhit it, they're counting on you.
Oh, they're counting on you.
You're a dick because you said it at the pitch.
He's some player, isn't he?
And your man's roofed it, is that him first came back?
It's his first start. He's came off the bench the last 2 games.
How's he looking?
Mate, he's looked really good in training. Like, even when he first came in, you know what he is? He's so aggressive, mate. Like, next level aggressive. In training, like, obviously I see it, but even the centre-halves, like Carskill, like Canteen, like Big AP, he just runs in, fucking smashes into your body and that in training, doesn't care. But we've played 2 up front the last sort of 3 games, and I think it's kind of suited what we've had. We went 5-3-2, so 6 with the 2 8s and 2 strikers. I think it's kind of suits what we've got available wise now, but we're obviously doing well.
Flying into Motherwell.
Aye.
We're
We're doing what we can to get results, even when we're doing alright. Again, like I said, first half we were rubbish at the weekend, but second half we were
That was good.
First half they were decent, mate, aye. Had a couple of really good chances, but a lot of like possession without really sort of putting us under too much for it. But I thought second half we were a better team.
Good. You beat St Mirren. I seen Goodwin up steps Saturday morning, I think he was viewing a house.
Aye.
Was out a run, and his motor took the horn, gave us a wee wave.
You're flying as well.
We're doing alright, to be fair. It was a terrible game.
He said that. He says, like a gang fight.
Aye, shocking. But we knew going down there, just try and kind of deny them space. But it was a crap game. Loves talk about long throws everywhere, free kicks anywhere there, just getting put in. But
You just signed well, haven't you?
you've done well, to be fair. I think obviously made a lot of changes from what we had last year, and I think a few boys were like that. Wait a wee minute here, and
Were you surprised he made as many changes, though?
I was, probably surprised to see so many coming in and so many going and whatever, but it's obviously working at the moment. But it's one of them, see, because you've had a mostly winning team last year, you obviously win the league, but I thought, why are we changing it so much here? But we've got a good, decent balance as well in the last couple of weeks. We've had boys come off the bench, and had a right impact as well.
Who's good at the new signings?
I like the boy trapping. Well, the boy trapping Oscar's really good against us.
Left winger.
Aye, he was really good.
Trappa's good. The boy Babunski, technically very good, but it's hard sometimes. The games in this league, know what it's like. And you try to find him in areas or whatever, and his game's not really.
He was Barca, wasn't he?
Aye, Barca.
Was he at
Barca
Barca?
Academy?
12 to he was 22 or something like that.
Was he?
Mentioned that a few times right now.
Is he a big time? Is he big time?
No, he's all right to be fair, but he's got like an arrogance, but it's
Brilliant,
not
love
like
it.
over the top or anything. And he'll be honest if he's had a shite game himself. But no, we've had a few.
Is he like a 6 or maybe an 8 or what is he?
No,
He's
kind
like
of
10,
in the
isn't he?
10.
Plays
Is he?
10,
About
aye.
8 or 10, aye.
The boy Ferry wasn't there last year, wasn't he?
No, Ferry's
He's been good.
He's good.
He's probably been the pick for me in terms of the new boys that have come in.
Aye.
Um,
I thought he
you
was
get him
really
for?
good against us.
aye.
A couple of weeks ago as well.
He was
Cheltenham.
aye.
He played for Cheltenham.
Aye.
Cheltenham are rotten
He
in
came-
it.
I'm
He came
surprised
through
Scotty
at Southampton, I
Man.
think,
I'm surprised Scotty Man left because he was obviously flying and then
Scotty was brilliant for us
Mate.
last year, aye.
so must have known they'd somebody good to replace him
Yeah.
because
That's what I thought. I don't know whether that was the case, but I thought they must know
Aye.
there's somebody coming in here or whatever, because Scotty was brilliant, and you know what Scotty's like, always fit, available. But he obviously, Will's done brilliant for us to be fair.
Where did McMahon go? Where did he go?
Ayr United.
Oh, Ayr United, so they were brilliant, yeah.
He's done his quad a bit now, but he's been playing the centre.
Dowd's out for the seasons as well, is that right?
Hampton Down,
big
aye.
miss, isn't he?
Aye.
Aye, they could.
He was flying, wasn't he?
What about the striker for you signed the striker for Wrexham, didn't you?
Big Sam Dalby, aye. He's played the last couple of weeks. Some size, man. Like, see when sometimes the boys come from down the road, you're like, yeah, like they're huge.
Monsters, isn't it?
But him and the boy, the York, Van de Sande, he's been playing kind of 9, but it's been like a 3-4-3, and he's been dropping in.
That big
So-
ginger boy?
The ginger boy, but it's one of them, he's been wanting his balls off for the team and not really getting any service in terms of getting chances to score and all that. And then we go 2 up top against again, should we change
last 20
that?
minutes.
And obviously they linked up for the goal, Dalby and Molt. Molt scores a cracker. Following week we go down to Kelly. The two of them done well again, and I'm like, I feel for Big York, but we've done well. That's probably the one thing we've got in terms of the boys that are coming in are well able to change a game for us as well. So
Was Big Holt, sorry, man, you.
No, on you go.
Was Big Holt raging when you got hooked?
when
What was
you
it,
get hooked
17 minutes?
Aye, no, half an hour I think.
Or was it half an hour?
Was that
Aye.
Rangers game?
So obviously
Aye, the
he'd been
Rangers
playing
game.
and been flying. Big man had been playing centre mid.
Aye.
And obviously
He's your mate as well, isn't he?
I couldn't get in. And you stitched us up before you.
Oh, maybe a grass just to be in the Wonderbird, didn't it?
That's a mad one, him centre mid.
He's been playing centre mid.
Centre
aye.
mid, mate.
But the team were flying, so I was I can't get in, and I was obviously getting back up to speed as well. But
Are you desperate for him to have one too?
aye, so I hadn't been fit for the whole of pre-season, the League Cup and that, and then we start. Who did we play?
Dundee, man.
Dundee, and I think Colty played centre half, and then played the next game centre half, and then he went. We played St Mun, and St Mun are obviously big team, and he says, "I'm going to put you in there." And a big man, we beat St Mun, beat Hearts away. He was flying, and then came to the Rangers game, and we were kind of all over the place. It wasn't Holty's fault as such.
Aye.
See that way, I'm standing at the side, and I've never been in that position, but I felt bad for Holty getting the drag, because he changed the shape a bit, and then I was like, right, give it 5 minutes, and he's at to me, Doc, be ready to go, and I was like, doing that, and I'm thinking, and I seen and Holty's face turned, and he's like, oh.
Because you were starting your press on your 6-yard box, weren't you?
just about, aye. Just about.
So how long into the game does he tell you to get warmed
But
up?
it was one of them, because Holty took a knock, and I was like, oh no, you want to go on, but it was
Yeah.
like literally 5 or 10 minutes in, and I was thinking, and I'd not played a lot, and I knew I'd been getting minutes. I think the most I'd played was half an hour.
Your stomach sinks though, doesn't it, when you're on the bench?
That
It
early,
was
mate,
more
you're
because
I was thinking, I'm going to go.
It's because you've no
Aye.
It's because you prepare for the game, you're not really under pressure, you're thinking, I'm not really full. You can't fully prepare as much,
Aye.
and then you get that shout.
No, but if you'd seen Holt in that game, Charlie, you'd have been buzzing on to go ahead. You couldn't have done any worse.
But
mate.
mine was more the fact
I'm
that
kidding.
I hadn't played, and I was thinking, I'm going to get put on here and then get taken off. One of them ones. I was like, I can't have
Why?
that.
What is the science behind like you're always fucked coming off the bench? So
Oh,
what's
it's
the reason
Bristol.
for it?
Aye, it's the first
Can he do this?
You're fucked.
Aye.
Do you know what? Have I spoken about this on here? Because I don't want to repeat stories.
No, I
but
don't
The
think
guy
so.
broke your windows.
I just remember the gutties he was wearing. He was wearing Doc Martens. No, see when I was at Blackburn, right? I was
Did not steal toe caps?
I was on the bench for a spell, right? At the end, and I thought, see that feeling of when you're going on, like you just mentioned there, I thought, I'm going to try and combat this. So see at half time, I started doing doggies. 6, 18 back, full way. I started doing like proper runs to go, get myself knackered, then I'll go and hopefully this will not happen. Never get put on. She was a good painter.
Were you getting called a busy bastard?
What?
Other subs?
They were just laughing, they knew I
Was
had that.
Maeda no do something
I
like
was just
that?
about, mate, I was literally just about to bring it up. Have you seen Maeda warm up?
Before he goes in the tunnel?
Mate, it's mental.
I used to do.
He like sprints like
I used to
proper
do. I
doggies.
used to do wood to the pitch like there and back 3 times at Swindon before the game started.
I did that and all, but
Come out and just fucking sprint for you ready for the game.
Have you played Hibs yet?
Just as you go on?
As we come out the tunnel, I would just go and run 6 lanes width to the pitch. I swear, mate, and then the game would
The
start.
ref waiting for you. Like,
When the captains that were doing their toss, mate, I would just fucking sprint it.
fuck that.
I'd need to, mate. I couldn't get going in games of football, man.
I know what you mean.
And see if you hadn't touched the ball for 5 minutes, but I'm fucking having one, man. Oh no!
What did I touch you?
Sometimes he'd do that to you, like you've got fucking 5 minutes. I'm like, what?
I've not touched
I'm
you.
done anything.
Can't get a
Brutal,
touch.
mate.
Have you played Hibs yet?
No.
Hibs are land of the Giants, by the way.
With Quan and Aventus
Mate,
middle of the pitch,
Hibs are proper big team this year.
and then you go and concede a long throw.
But the boy Miller's big striker, big Kukurachev's massive, Obita, obviously
Cadden's
2
a good
centre halves,
size.
Quan, Tiantis, Cadden. Hibs are proper big team this year.
You're captain at United. Were you made captain straight away?
Kinda. Obviously I signed. You were still there, weren't you?
I was there, that pre-season,
And then it was coming to the first League Cup game, which is, a month into it, say. And he's just phoned, basically, before. I was driving down, I was still staying down the road, and he phoned up.
Answered your motor when you were driving it, huh? That's good, isn't it? You pulled out, huh?
Of course, aye. He phoned, and he was just like, I was meant to catch you today. Obviously, we'll get first game tomorrow. Want to make you captain, whatever. And I was just like, all right, aye. Like, obviously, you're privileged to do it and whatever, but...
Who was the captain?
Ryan Edwards, was it?
he left.
He'd left.
Edwards,
aye. So it was, there wouldn't have been you.
There wasn't any, but when we went first in, you'd have seen it as well. There was obviously a lot of boys left, some boys not come back. And because when we first signed, it was obviously like, right, there's big pressure to go up.
Yeah.
And I was looking about and I was thinking, there's a lot of young boys here. Me and Holty and the boy Grimmy came in and we were like, teacher, a lot of young boys here, like, we'll need to make some signings or whatever. And then he's like to me, right, you got to be captain, whatever. And I was like, aye, that's fine. Like, I don't know what you're meant to... He's like, aye. He's like, but I hammed at Thistle. When I signed at Thistle,
You're a fucking brown nose, aren't you? As soon as you get in, you're captain, man.
No, but that was bad at Thistle because, no bad, but it was a similar situation. I'd signed a pre-contract in the Jan, and then it was when COVID hit and they get put down a league again. And I think he just wanted somebody fresh or whatever to be the captain, whatever. But Tamil Ware was the captain, he was still there. So I felt like, and he was still training with us and all that, and I was like, because he said, I never knew anything about it. It was like a few weeks into the same scenario, a few weeks into pre-season, I'm wanting to make you captain, whatever, and I was like, well, aye, you're not going to turn it down or whatever. But I was like, at that time it was different because I was an actual captain there. And I said, but Tam was fine.
Did you go and speak to Tam straight away?
So I wasn't straight away, but I think it was maybe one day when we'd had a few scoops, whatever, and I was like, listen, I don't want, he's like, no, I don't. But I think it was more me thinking that than, because you would be fine, do you know what I mean? It's no, ultimately, I've not come in and said, right, I want to be the captain or whatever. But
imagine Tam was like, he just gives the band at night.
he's like, fuck
You
off.
wear it during the day and I'll wear it at night in the house. Have you ever heard that where somebody's came in and been made captain straight away?
Aye, mate, I had an awkward scenario at Blackburn, so same as that. I went on loan in August to Wigan. I was club captain. When I went to speak to him after the first game of the season, I started the first game of the season, I went to speak to him. So I just felt something wasn't
Who was
right.
it, sorry?
Tony Mulgrew.
Morgan, right.
So I was a captain and I went to speak to him, and you just feel something's not right. Last day of the window, I'm half expecting him to go like, no, listen, you're the captain here and you're staying here and all that. And in the conversation, just the way it went, I says, well, what if something came up today then? What would you say? And he's, well, we'll maybe look at it. Within an hour, like Wigan, my agent spoke to Wigan and Wigan wanted to do it. So I left and went to Wigan. I came back in January and it was just that awkward way where
Who's captain? Am I still captain? Or?
it was never addressed. So it was like, this is just, like I wasn't even that fussed. You just want it to be addressed and going, this is the scenario, this is how it's going. So then our captain was having Darragh Lennon was then the captain of the team he was playing every week. I was, that was on a bit of time when I was on the bench. So it was never a scenario where that had to be sort of dealt with. And then Daniel Lennon's missus was having a weigh-in, and we had a game, and I turned up, and it was like, oh no.
You think you're going to be captain?
I'm starting. It's like, but never been addressed. So you walk into the change room at Barnsley, and the captain armband's on Elliot Bennett's peg. Elliot Bennett's came out to me with the armband.
And said, you have it?
Tried to give me it.
Oh no.
Mate, I'm getting sick thinking about it now. I'm like, Ben,
Where's Moggy at this point? Is he watching this? Is he in the dressing room or?
so mate, this is the lowest I've felt. But I could greet here, right? Honest to God, right? You'll know, you understand this scenario, right? See when you're low in confidence, you've came back, you know he doesn't want to start you, but the captain's having a weigh-in and he's like, you know what? He's like, look, Dad, I might make it, but he might know. And if he doesn't, Charlie's going to play. Like that. Like that. So I'm like, oh no. Right, mate, honest to God, right, so the team talks like that, he keeps going like that. But Dad, I might make it. So I go on the bus going for the team meeting, for the hotel pre-match meeting, team meeting, to the stadium. The lads are like, I can't believe what's just happened there. And I'm like, oh man,
And he's no spoken with the captain thing?
No spoken with the captain. In the changing room, I don't even want to get ready because he's like, I could still make it. We're in Barnsley.
He's desperate for Dara to make it.
Desperate for Dara to make it, right? I'm like, oh no. And then that scenario happens where he's trying to hold me this armband. Can you imagine how low I felt in that match? Honest to God. Never forget, no one broke me back. Channel board on the side in the first minute, and I've read it, and a boy, Jacob Brown, ran for it too. He went 50-50, and I fucking jumped in, and we've bust the boss. I felt 7 foot tall. I'm alright here. We only have an alright game, we get beat, and I was never seen again, but...
But the thing is, mate, if anyone knows Elliot Bennett, he is not a captain.
He's
a winger, he's a tricky winger, isn't he?
He's good with the boys though, and he's a different type of captain, Elliot Bennett, and he's a really nice guy. But I was like, Ben, no, you have it, like, I'm not even bothered, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm proud to have been captain here, and the way things have worked out the new, with the way he spoke about me, the last thing I need to be doing, he's pulling that armband on, that would end me.
You know what Moggy's doing in the office, innit, to Vino? Going to need to play Charlie.
Dara's no made it.
Aye. That's it.
I think it'd have been a double shotgun for Moggy. What about you? Have you ever had a captain coming in or captain getting changed?
When Gerrard came in, obviously, he changed it for Lee Wallace to Tav.
Oh, did he? I never knew that.
Well, Waldo, kind of similar, like,
Waldo was grassing, wasn't he?
Well, no. That killed him, by the way. He hated that, man. Oh. Waldo had a hernia up and he was out for weeks. So, obviously, Gerrard came in and just gave it to Tav for the initial games. But then there was kind of that feeling with Waldo when he came back, he never really felt part of the plans anyway. So, Waldo never got back into the team and it just kind of stuck with
Was
Tav.
it the same thing where it never even got addressed?
Aye, and what was probably hard for that as well was like Waldo was like so respected, do you know what I mean? Like I think all the boys looked at him as a captain and looked at him as the captain, and then obviously Tav came in, done really well, obviously got the captain's armband, and again probably similar to what you're saying, Tav was a good captain as well, but just a completely different type of captain to Waldo. Waldo was like obviously probably the most experienced in the dressing room.
That sounds so similar to my scenario because we'd get promoted as me being captain, and like we'd the same team for a while and we came through, and then all of a sudden that had happened. It was like, address it. It must be different.
Aye, because again, it's probably hard for Tav as well. Do you know what I mean? Because Waldo was Tav's captain.
Well, you were captain at Ayr as well, weren't you?
Aye. So when I was at Ayr, like Nicky Devlin was the captain before and then left, and then but I was young, so I was maybe 24 or 25 when I got made captain, and I've getting miles off it. Honestly,
Oh yeah.
Boys will still say the same now, right enough.
Do you enjoy being it now?
I could do it. I think it's just, back then I used to think, right, I need to do this and I need to be like this and I need to do that, whereas like, probably I did have to do certain things, but I'm just myself, like, no, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no point in trying to be something that you know.
Because you were giving it for a reason, do you know what I mean?
But at the time what probably helped me was we had probably like 6 or 7 boys who'd been captains at their club before, like Mark Kerr, Biggs, Jamie Adams, Andy Geoghegan, like boys like that who had all been experienced players, but they weren't like, they were just helping me as well. So it was a bit of pressure off me in that sense. We had an experienced team, but then obviously it was McCall who signed me at Thistle, so he'd obviously known that I'd been the captain at Ayr as well. But
and he just gave you it straight away.
Aye, well, that
Do you
was...
feel
So
like you've
see-
always got it more when you were captain? You've been captain, yeah?
Never been the captain. I've wore it for a few games, but just cause like the captain's been injured or something. But I've never actually been the captain.
Do you feel like you get it more when you are a captain when things didn't go right? Because like Tavernier gets it at Rangers a lot, doesn't he?
Do you know what I think?
Maybe.
You would know because you've been captains. I think you get it more because see, as soon as you're on a bad run or a defeat, it's always you to impress when you're the captain.
That's what I was
Dundee
going to
United
say,
lose a
aye.
game last
Aye.
year. I'd imagine it's you to
Aye.
impress. So you're the one that when Twitter uploads that interview after the game, you're the one that's right in front of them.
You're
You're the
getting it.
one that's getting the dog's abuse. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
Aye, it's not
that's-
so much that you're getting... It's like you're shite and the team's shite because of you. It's more, aye, oh, what's he fucking saying that for?
Aye.
You're
Oh,
like,
no. Stop doing your talking off the pitch and start doing on it. Well, what do you want us to do? Just refuse to do the interview?
You refuse to do, they go, shite bag, will not come in top.
carry on.
You can't win, mate. I love when I see that. Stop doing your talking in the press and start doing your talking on the pitch.
But then,
What the fuck does that
now
mean?
you've got certain... I'm not big on like Twitter or Instagram and that, but now you've got fans going, like, there's no connection online with the fans and all
Fans,
that. And you're like, what? Like, what do you want us to do here?
It's tough, mate, innit? We've asked Andy, he obviously played in the Championship with Hearts. It was playing in the Championship, being the favourites, with the expectation of winning it harder than playing in the Premier League now.
I think there's a pressure at United anyway. I think you know that, but like, obviously, I've only been here these 2 seasons, so and we're doing well now. So I don't know what it's going to be like if it was to turn a bit sour or whatever. But there was that pressure. But I think we enjoyed it. I felt that we done all right, and I think the thing for us was we did do all right, but there was only a period of time where it was Wraith that was coming, and obviously they had a good challenge or whatever. But I thought for us, we handled it well on the whole. There's obviously times where you're like, fuck's sake, and it was me the gaffer. I was obviously injured, but it was me the gaffer taking heavy abuse at times when, say, I think we went 5 points behind or something like that. And you could see the abuse he's taking for the stands or whatever. I can't imagine what it was like when the club get relegated. But
It is a big club, Dundee United, isn't it?
aye.
There is big expectation there, isn't there?
Aye, the fans demand, but kind of want it that way, don't
that's
you?
what I think.
Yeah.
That's what you enjoy that pressure.
That's that kind of brings the best if it's going, if you can get it going. But I experienced it both ways, so I come back up and we not expect they just come up,
Finished fourth, didn't you?
finished fourth that season, and then the following season we beat Alkmaar 1-0 what a start, and then we ended up getting done. But it was just a mixture of things just went against us, and we just never got it going at all.
Did you know, say you walked into Jim Goodwin's office and he had one of Tony Watt's chickens? Chasing one of his chickens in his office.
You something was coming there.
What was the chicken story? Did he bring them in?
Don't know. Well, so we used to travel down the road with Tony, me and Big Holty, and he's at us. Lads, I need a favour off you. I'll get you a coffee or whatever. After training, we need to go to. What was it he said? You know what Tony's like? He's fucking not the sharpest at times. Right, great boy. But and then he's like, he says we need to go to. Oh, where was it? Oh, I can't remember. But we need to go via. It's Stirling, maybe. I think he said we need to go here on the way home. We've got chickens to collect, and I need to get feed for them as well. And we're like, what? And he's like, aye, I need it. And I'm like, right, fair enough. But he's like to me, right, this is where I'm going for the feed. And he's got that, and he's obviously we're static at this point, and they're driving on the phone.
Good for you.
And he's at we had address. He's like, right, I need to go here. He's like, right, you take that, and it was like an email or something for this woman, and I'm like typing it in, and I was thinking, this is Ballock, Tony. He's like, aye, that's just on the way down to Glasgow. And I said, no, mate, that's about fucking 20-minute hopping it by. So we're driving all the way to Ballock.
It's no buffer coffee, is it?
Oh, no, not at all, man. And then back, so picks the chickens up for the woman, and obviously me and Holty get the phone out and that video. And
So the chicken's in the motor?
chickens are in, so he goes
many?
he goes to
Tunes are buying in here.
So they're in the boot?
he goes to
In a
this
cage?
farm. We drive up this farm, whatever, and the woman, Tony's like trying to speak to her, and he's like, listen, obviously did they know, he's like, I'll be there, we finish training at say 2, I'll be there say 45 minutes, takes us to get down there. So the woman's obviously like, this is maybe 2 hours later, like, where are you and all that, whatever. So we go to the farm, you can tell she's no that happy, and obviously we're turning up, boys have got like trackies on or whatever as well, and you can see she's a bit like, what the fuck's happening here? So then, but he was fine, like, the heart of gold, isn't he? But he's takes the chickens, puts them in the boot. So like we're driving, me and Holt are in the back seat. Like obviously, he's taking the parcel shelf off, and Holt's like trying to pick them up, bringing them in, and I was like, no,
fuck that.
And then like so. They start jumping out, or no jumping out, but one of them starts coming, and I was like, no, Holty doing that.
Well,
He's
going to attack you, like?
So they were like, Holty was going to bring it in the seat, and I was like, no, Holty, leave it in there. And then we go there, go to the whatever shop it was for the feed, and then I don't know, I'm not kidding, must have getting about back of 6
at night.
For leaving training, say I don't know 2 o'clock.
And when you bring
Johnny's
you,
a nightmare at the best of times.
see somebody in your car school like that.
Trip to Ballock's the last thing you need, and you've just got down the road.
Would he bring an eggs for you?
He'd bring in eggs, if you
Nice.
wanted, aye. Take them in for the boys. Or
Could you tell the difference between a good egg and a bad egg?
I can, I'm mad for the organic eggs now.
Aye.
These
Did
are
you tell
good, to
the
be fair.
No, I would
I
always
never
go
did.
organic, but just because it seemed a bit better, but I wouldn't be able to tell the
No, I
difference.
never did.
See, a good egg, it cracks easier than a bad egg.
Does it? Aye.
Cheaper egg,
You peel it without taking half the hang off it as well.
But a Johnny underneath an egg, isn't there? There's like a rubber thing. Have you ever seen that? There is, isn't there? What is
See if you
that?
can get that peel it right, how good do you feel you get a perfect one?
Oh, amazing, mate. What do you prefer, boiled, scrambled, poached?
Ribbed.
What do you prefer, seriously?
I'm scrambled.
Poached.
Poached,
Scrambled
aye.
for me.
Aye,
Scrambled,
poached,
poached.
But a fried egg on a roll,
I'm
man.
not fussed, but
Fried
I
egg
think
on
I
a
got a scheme, mate.
Well, rolling scone and fried egg.
I've told you before, my mate every
You don't
Sunday
like fried
hungover
egg, no?
used to give us fried egg sannies, mate. And it was that greasy that the grease would go into the 2 bits of sanny, mate.
That sounds unreal,
sounds
mate.
good.
Oh,
That
Aye.
sounds good,
That's unreal.
That gives me the fear, mate. Ross County
Told you,
Celtic.
monkfish prawn, mate.
Aye,
That's
unreal,
it.
Ross County Celtic, deserved win for Celtic or Ross County unlucky?
deserved, didn't it? I the Ross County put up a good fight, but
What did you like about Ross County's game plan?
listen, you always want teams to press a bit more and have a bit more of a go, but you can understand them, try to deny them that space. And
When it came in a certain area, so they were quite aggressive in going to try and get it back now.
I mean for goal kicks and
For
that,
higher,
up when you get that chance.
Yeah.
But I suppose they sat in a decent shape and denied them too many chances, but
Celtic looked tired in the first half.
it's so hard
That's
that, but see going for like Dortmund to play Dortmund, right, or going Champions League night away, all the expectations are for you. It's a Champions League night, big night, amazing, just everything about it, the Champions League tune, the whole build up to it.
Mm.
And they disrespect the Ross County, and then you're in Dingwall on a Sunday. It's like, right, it's really hard to get going again. And I think Rodgers has been brilliant, and the team have been brilliant with that, getting them going again, but it's hard.
Did you hear Lewis Stevenson last week saying Yogi winded him before the Ross County game? Did you hear that story?
I heard a clip of that.
Rodgers definitely done that to Engels before the game, didn't he?
Aye, bit off it, wasn't he?
Oh, man, I couldn't believe how. But what I liked about Rodgers, he never let the subs go for. I was thinking, because Hattati and that hadn't played for a while, maybe give him till he's spent 60 minutes, he just made 3 subs, didn't he? Totally changed the game, didn't it?
Well, that was a difference maker for Celtic, wasn't
Aye.
it? But I think it was just more that it was the enthusiasm they brought, wasn't it? It wasn't even just so much that they came on and were
amazing,
unbelievable
I agree with you,
technically.
mate.
I just thought they brought a bit of
Energy.
intensity to the game and energy to go and get after it. I thought Luke McCowan was really good,
Brilliant,
Bernardo was good.
Aye.
But a big thing for me is Kyogo. Like the difference in his movement in the box, he just causes havoc for it. I always think if you're a team that wants to sit in that sort of low block and make it difficult and defend crosses into the box, I don't know, you tell me, you're a centre half. I'd rather play against Anida where I know that he's going to be stationary, he wants to become to feet. Then you've got Kyogo, you just need to worry about his movement in the box all
Did
the
I tell you
time.
about the Kyogo story when he played against Dundee?
No.
So it was somebody knew one of Dundee players. He'll be able to confirm it. Big centre half. I forget his name now.
Jonathan, eh?
No, he kind of blonde hair, played a couple of seasons ago.
Dundee?
Dundee, aye.
Bobby Mann.
No, but anyway, he said they were back and forth all day, like pulling each other, and then he scored. And if you go back, you'll be able to look at it on YouTube. You see wee Kyogo doing that to him. Like in
After
front
he
of his
scored?
face, after he scored. Do you know what he says to him? You can't catch me.
Did he? No way.
I swear to God, he definitely chases Pokemons in the West End. If ever a story confirmed it, it's that. Benny,
incredible.
you can't catch me.
Who's the centre half?
The big boy, blonde hair.
I can't remember.
I can't think of you. I thought
Centre half.
you can't, I remember.
Sweeney. No, Sweeney. He played beside Sweeney.
Sweeney and...
For the life of
No, I
me,
can't
guys.
think.
He's still playing the new.
You can't
Playing for
catch-
Dundee now?
No, for Dundee. I don't think he's at Dundee now.
Oh, I know who it is. He's at Dunfermline. Ashcroft.
Ashcroft.
Lee Ashcroft,
Ashcroft,
biggest
aye.
head in Scottish football.
Ashcroft. Get him to confirm that story. You can't catch me right in front of his face.
That's brilliant, man.
Brilliant. Ross County is a hard place to go to. You played there this year?
Aye.
Did you get beat? What was your score?
No, we played, what was it, one each? I wasn't playing, but I was
It's a tight pitch as well, mate, isn't it?
watching through my fingers, man. It was we were poor. They were good, to be fair, but second half we were all right.
Did they not score last minute? Or you?
No, that was against St Johnstone.
Aye, they scored late on. Aye.
They scored late on.
because he missed a pen in the first half,
Aye.
and they battered us. We were thinking, how are we getting here 0-0? And then we came out, started well, and then lost a crap goal. But I think it was the boy who scored. And
Hale, he looks decent, doesn't he?
Aye, he looks like a
Busy.
He scored a world against Hearts. Didn't catch a cut.
Oh, so, mate, what a goal that was.
Ross, obviously Rangers battered them the game at Hampden, but Ross County have been in every other game this year.
aye.
Obviously, they conceded in the last minute when you laugh at
Every
it.
time I hear Don Kelly's feet, I just think I'm rubbing your hamstrings. He sounds like that guy, doesn't he?
But Ross County have been good this year.
Aye.
They've, like you say, they've been
Held Aberdeen
proper
last minute,
competitive.
didn't they,
Aye.
as well.
That's
Hearts,
right, aye.
Hearts last minute at Tynecastle as well, drew one each.
The two players that I did think were good were Celtic, and I think they've built a great relationship. Johnson and Kuhn on the right hand side.
I thought Valley was the boy. Was
He done all right as well,
Valley,
didn't he?
I felt like he was good as well.
Have you ever had that? A partner you just love playing with?
But I
Set Atlanta.
used to love playing with. I used to love playing with Barry McKay and Ryan Kent, but Ryan Kent probably the most.
And what you just hit it off straight, like off the cuff?
Ryan Kent was the type of player I thought that you could just give him with somebody up his arse and he's keeping it. He's wriggling away somehow, or in proper intelligent football.
So is this you as a left back and him as a left mid?
I think centre mids. Don't know if you. I think centre mid's different. Every centre mid. Every time I play centre mid at any team, it's been a 3 or a 4. Do you know what I mean? So it's no direct partnership per se.
I played with Bruni centre mid quite a bit. Now you're just saying that, and he done loads of running, and we kind of balanced off each other well. I thought at times I quite like playing with him. Played with Scotland with a spell. We played with Scotland and played with Celtic in centre mid, and I felt like we understood each other a bit. One kind of we knew where to be, and we knew kind of he done loads of running, didn't he? And just simple passes.
What about centre back?
Centre back, I like playing with. I had a good spell with Mestorovic.
Well, can you just go and attack it and you
Just wanted
sweep
to
up and
heed
play?
everything and just smash people.
Never mind
And I kinda
that.
sweep up
Who did
the-
you hate playing with? You must have had somebody you hate who plays centre half.
Ambrose, innit? He's all over the fucking place, man.
Well, that could be one.
I didn't mind Big Ronya as well. Me and Ronya were alright. I didn't really play with Ambrose too much. A couple of times, but no much.
Thomas Ronya, he was
Big
not
Thomas
bad,
Ronya was good.
Handsome
I
boy,
like
he
playing
brought
with
a
him.
few hearts in Glasgow, mate. He was a handsome boy, wasn't he?
He was a good player, and I've got a Wigan in that. didn't
That's
he?
right.
Well.
What about you, Doc? Anyone you just hit it
Probably
off straight away?
Craig Sibbald, didn't
You
it?
and Sybil are good together,
Aye,
mate.
he's a
Maybe
good player,
so,
Sibs,
yeah.
isn't he?
Sibbs is intelligent.
Aye.
Just
Gets fucked in as well, doesn't
aye,
he?
he's one. I never realised how good he was at that, but it's one of them. I felt like a lot of times before when I've played, probably me as well, but I've kind of sat off a wee bit more. But anytime I can go new, he's always coming new and whatever. But probably him.
Because you do play that
boys
too,
well,
don't you?
isn't it?
Andy saying about most teams play. You play two in there, don't you?
We did last year. We've kind of changed a wee bit recently, but even at the start of the season, it was a kind of 3-4-3, so it was like the two in there. But no, Sibs is good. I enjoyed it last year because it was obviously a dominating most games or whatever, but you're playing 4-4-2 and it was like...
That two in the middle of the pitch now, that's a graveyard shit. I used to hate playing
Well,
it.
we've been doing that
Get a one
set, one
3-4-3.
goes.
One set.
You play
Manager
that a wee
did
bit
that.
as well?
Just
Aye.
dovetail it.
Your
Dovetail
forwards
it.
are kind of...
Ours is like, I think yours is more wingers. No wingers,
Aye.
but yours are more attackers than ours are.
That's what I was
Especially
like. See,
Ferry and the boy for Liverpool. On the
that's
wide
left
there
wing
is.
backs.
Oh, the wing boy
No,
used to
well,
love it.
Tapanovsky and
Tapanovsky, who's a
Babinski,
winger basically, and the boy Babinski, but we kind of try to work a wee bit on getting him in a wee bit because obviously I wasn't playing much, but you could see it was a shift. I played pre-season games, 2 pre-season games against Brecon and Annan, and I was like, oh my god, I am fucked.
Aye, blown.
See, and it was one of them. I was like, we need to pass it because if you're asking me to go and do a second ball, I've got 60, 70 yards to make up, and it's just me and Sibs or me and whoever.
Especially if your wing back's going to a 5,
Aye.
and you've got the 2 in there, and they
Aye.
became a 3.
They
You've got
become
2
a
in the
three.
middle.
It's basically 2 for the whole pitch,
Aye.
the whole middle of the
Aye.
pitch, aye.
It's tough.
But I know, probably Mark Kerr as well, doing it.
Oh, good player,
Yeah.
Mark here.
But I learned, like, I feel like, because he was maybe 36, 37, he obviously got the job after McCall left, but when he was playing, he was like a manager on the pitch. Like, I felt like that's what I was playing with. Like, just learning from him and teaching you, like, don't be here, don't be there, or whatever. So, aye, probably.
He was fit as fuck as well, Mark Kerr, wasn't he?
Aye.
What do you make of the performance in Dortmund? Imagine, wasn't it?
That Dortmund had 3 Olympic sprinters up front.
How good were they, man? The wide right was incredible.
chance as well.
The quickest guys alive, mate.
What about
Honestly.
the boys left foot? Adeyemi.
I know. But even the 2 wingers, mate, the 2 wingers
Gittins.
were lightning quick, man. And again, it's like, obviously we've spoken this quite a lot recently. I just think that at the top level now, like, how athletic players are, like the proper elite level, it's just, they're just so quick, so fast. And see, as much as, now you can talk about, Celtic had a go, Celtic had a press, but see, any time Dortmund played through the press, they just turned and went straight at Celtic. Like, they
Red
never
arrows on it.
played through
Aye.
played through the press, allowed Celtic to get back into shape, and kept it a wee bit. They just turned and attacked, mate.
Yeah.
Lightning
So
speed.
direct, wasn't they?
Every chance was just in. Even like the deflected ones just fly in. That just kills games dead, doesn't it?
But how good was Julian Brandt, by the way?
Ted,
How good was he, man?
Unbelievable, aye.
Were you surprised? We spoke about it on Thursday in the Cooper Show. Were you surprised that they continued to allow him to get the ball on his feet so much, though? And they never changed and maybe sat off a wee bit?
I did think that Celtic, I don't blame them for going and doing what they've been doing every game this season, getting success for it. But I think, see me a 3-1 down and it looks as if Dortmund can score with every single attack.
Right.
I do think you need to get in at half time with consolidating with what you've got and maybe I'm not saying sit off and sit in a low block, but come up with something. I don't think you could. The big thing I think that I messed it in the chat at the time, they had to stop jumping the goalie. Every time they jumped the goalie, they just get
played
passed
window.
through.
That's what I
And
thought
straight
about
away
it.
you were 1 or 2 players down in your press because Kyogo was jumping the goalkeeper.
And then
And
Maeda
it was
had to come
literally
up and
just-
their fullback was just going
Mate,
really
it was
high.
literally jumping the goal and the goal would just lend it to the centre half. And then Maeda would jump the centre half, he'd lend it to the left back.
The
And then
centre-half's
you
on
know
the
you know
ball.
what it's like. She's a midfielder.
You're done.
When your forwards are waiting, jumped a goalie and it's passed to the, you're like, you're in no man's land.
You're not sure whether to go to centre or back or
Aye, that's us playing at this level as well, and never.
Exactly. You're playing against like, said sprinters, mate. Guys are getting. That Adeyemi was ridiculous.
Mate, what
mate.
about that goal that for the corner? You think he's going to cross it and he just fucking lasers it in the
How
top
fast
bin?
does the ball go?
Aye.
Mate, it's incredible.
So much power.
Why is he shooting and all? What are you doing shooting for that?
That's just somebody that doesn't give a fuck in it. Just tries things.
That Dortmund were
Really
unbelievable.
good.
But it does make you do think like they go and then lose 2-1 to Union Berlin. So you're talking about how hard it is to beat the heights of the Champions League, to then go into your domestic games. You're saying Dingwall, it's probably the same for any team, isn't it?
It's like you say, you think Maeda and Kunin that are quick, but then you see the guys in different. It is like a different level, isn't it?
Aye.
Even the big striker was incredible. I thought.
Aye.
Big boy signed for Stuttgart. Talk to Ross County. You played in that game. Thistle against Ross County 2023. They scored 3 goals in the last 20 minutes.
It was a.
Mate, I was desperate for you to go up that year because you were brilliant.
We were good
in the playoffs.
We obviously Chris Dillon took over as a manager maybe March or something like that. And before we started the season on fire, McCall's team's usually always there. And then we had a bit of a torrid with injuries. And then just before he get the sack, we got boys back, everybody was back. And we were like, right, we're going to have a right go here. And then we went into the playoffs flying. And we were playing good football, whatever. And then even the first leg, I think it was
Battered them.
2-0
we
the
watched
first
that.
leg. And then they got a guy sent off, but we should have scored another couple at least in that first leg. And if we had, I think it should have been done anyway. Because we went 1-0 up in that in the second leg. And then
Never a penalty, mate. The first. Is it the first goal they get? It's a penalty.
I had a handball. I should have had a penalty as well. We had that. I think it was like the first time in the season or something like that, or only 2 times in the season. He went to the monitor and or the ref stopped with his decision. He was at the monitor for about 5 minutes. We were like, what's going on here? Just give it or don't give it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they obviously, I think we scored. They scored and then we conceded straight away. I think I gave the ball out to Holt, or tried to pass to Holt in front of him a wee bit.
It's your fault.
Aye, that was my fault. And then they took a throw in down the line into the box, goal, and I was like, oh no, man. And then obviously,
How long was it to go when they scored the second?
so
Can you remember?
it was no, 'cause they scored like straight after each other, so it was maybe like 70 odd minutes or something, maybe first and second to make it 3-2 in aggregate, and then I think they scored late on. I'm not sure. But I remember even in extra time, I was at extra time. They got a boy sent off as well. We Tiff ran through, and there was a guy coming round to be fair, but the boy has just melted them like here, and he's the ref shouting, and they're going, "Oh, it's covering defender," and the ref shouting to them, "No, it's for violent conduct, whatever." and then goes and then overturns it, and I was just like, everything's going against us here. And then obviously goes to pens, and I missed a pen. I missed a pen and all, right.
I remember wanting us to go up.
Desperate for them to go up.
Just, well, nothing against us. It's either travel to Dingwall
No,
or
of
travel
course.
to
I think
Farnham. 5 minutes down the road,
what
know what I mean?
most of the boys who are playing were saying the same thing, do you know what I mean? But
Is that the worst feeling you've had in football?
Aye, 100%. Obviously, it was just the expectation of, not saying that there was mega plans for after as if we'd already done it or anything like that, not
Was there
at all.
booze on the bus, or be honest?
There were obviously
been,
going to be, but it wasn't a case of it was there. It was like, right, we'll go to a shop, whatever, and then, not that we're talking about it, but you know what it's like, even if you've got to win a league or you've got to do something, but it was like, there was an expectation. It was almost like, right, we've got to do this, and we've got, no for us, by the way, for like folk talking, and then it was like, fuck, basically. And then I just remember thinking, even when they scored a few, even in extra time, I'm thinking, we can go win this year. I think we missed a decent chance towards the end. But that was horrible.
I think it's like the harshest thing in the world. A full season to get to play a final.
Honestly, I've never been so low on the side of a football pitch in my life, mate.
It's
full season for fucker. Got
beat
beaten the last one extra time, mate.
Horrible, isn't it?
Brutal.
Horrible.
Mate.
But the bus journey back, don't know, you would have been the same. It's just, we were silent for 2 hours. And the worst one, they had us, so obviously, Dingwall, and then there's that Chippy and Aviemore that sometimes the bus will stop back or whatever. And that, right, we'll get a Chippy for there. There was fans, like Thistle fans and that there, and you can tell, they're obviously raging, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, and we're just like that.
Did they pull you up in the Chippy?
They never pulled us up, but they were like, some of them were like, unlucky boys and all that, and you just don't want to see anybody, you know what I mean? Never mind like fans who are going to be raging or whatever, because we were raging at ourselves, and we were like, this is a terrible idea.
But you knew you were going United, so you weren't that raging.
Not at all.
What would you rather do? A podcast at 8 o'clock on a Monday night, or have a game of football at 8 o'clock on a Sunday night? Who the fuck's came up with that, mate?
Do you know why it's 8 o'clock at Sunday night?
Because of the run. Because of him.
Because of the walking that says that I didn't go in the
It was
fast.
meant to be at 7, but it was too many walk, wasn't it?
That run, man.
8 o'clock on a Sunday, mate. That's a city joke, innit? You're in Friday, you're in Saturday, you've got all day Sunday to wait for the game.
Aye, murder.
You ever played it at like an obscure time there?
No, nothing like that. I couldn't imagine, no.
It looked quiet as well. I only seen like a wee clip. I think it was actually Hagi's tackle, and it looked quiet in terms of the fact that must have a big impact with that as well.
We're all walking that
Sunday,
run,
man.
And he's watching it. How were Rangers?
I just think Rangers...
Wasn't a great watch.
Was it?
No.
I just think Rangers are limping.
St Johnstone had a bit of a go as well, to be fair. St Johnston's actual approach to the game definitely had a bit of a go. Boy, Kim Pionka's got it. He's a handful for anyone, man.
Did they go with the two up top still?
No, Boise DB came on.
Oh, did
He came on. Rangers were better first half than they were second half, definitely. I just thought the intensity of the game in the second half was just nothing, really. It was just holding on to what they got once Charlie got that second goal. But it wasn't a great game. But see, to be honest, it wasn't too... I wouldn't say it was any different to what Celtic game against Ross County was. It was just... I don't think it ever looked in doubt that Rangers were going to win the game, but it wasn't... It's one that you'll easily forget.
And your man Cherny with too, he's put a bit of stick into it. He's another one, mate. He needs to stop doing that to the crowd, man.
See when
he missed that chance against Lyon, mate, he started doing that.
And you're like...
That was a
what about he sat against Lyon? Me, Steph and Frankie were sitting watching it. Well, she was half watching it, and me and Frankie watching it, and he's missed that, and Frankie's went, how the fuck's he missed that? And she's never heard him swear, mate. He's 12, mate, even he's like, how the fuck's he missed that? And she's like, Frankie! But how's he missed that,
I don't know how he's missed that. Because I even think when it rebounds to him, it's a good height, do you know what I mean? It's not like up here where he's like,
Yeah,
top of hip up or
when
that.
you go and it's that easy and go, I might miss this. And you miss it.
I miss a sitter with I'll never forget, Monday away with Rangers, I missed an absolute sitter at the back post, but it was a header. But it was one of the ones where you're just like, just a wee bit of contact, completely miss the ball, mate. Glass wide like that. I was like, I just missed that. It was about 2 yards out, mate, honestly.
Johnny, he'd slipped past it.
Johnny, innit?
What's the sitters? Have you missed sitters?
I was just trying to think there when he was saying that. I can't remember.
Aye, probably.
Definitely have somewhere, not I can remember, but...
You were missing like corners and that, nah? And then for a corner at you.
oh, do you know the one that always sticks in mind? It's not so much a sitter, but it's Barca. Go 1-0 against Barca in the next season we played them, and it's back post. Valdez has came for it and missed it. No, tell a lie. Valdez has jumped through like that, and I'm above whoever it is, and I'm a 6 yards out, free header. I'm like, this is right on my head.
I've scored against Barcelona.
Aye.
You think that?
See, because to go 1-0 up. See, because Valdez has jumped. I need to get it. I definitely need to get it down into the corner. So I've exaggerated it and fuck it by the post. Sickening.
And see, after it, you're thinking I could have scored
against Barcelona 1-0 up, and we would have. You never know then.
The 1-4-0.
End up Bruni gets sent half. Might have been something like I think it finished 2-0. Bruni gets sent half. No long after, and we were.
Did Lenny bring your miss up?
No, I don't think so.
No, see,
mate,
I just knew myself.
Tell me you seen Lewis Stevenson's Lenny accent last week.
No.
How good was that, mate?
Was it American, wasn't it?
Oh, it was incredible.
Did you get your brain removed in South America?
That was so good.
Did he just do that?
Yeah, Kieran Tierney, great player. But pass the ball too much, Louis.
Passes it back too much for me, Steve-O. It was unreal, wasn't it?
So good, mate.
It was brilliant when Lenny used to start all calm. He used to go like maybe 1-0 off time, like tippy tappy fucking piss. Then just stop. Tippy tappy fucking piss. Just go mental.
Did he ever do that same thing we use that Lewis said he'd done with Hibs, where he'd go through the opposition team and it was obviously a better team than yous, and he'd say man for man yous are better than.
But he done it with Juventus, right? You know like that. Done it with Juventus, right? Circled Pirlo and went, his legs have gone. Right? That's what he said. And I'm like, yes. Get after him, he's saying, right? First 2 minutes, ball comes into him. Somebody's after him, round the corner, boys in, scores. Flips it round the corner. Wingman his own. Did he need his legs?
Oh, yeah.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
His legs have gone.
Surely Barca, he never came down to the Barca players.
No, but I remember at half time in the new camp, right? It's one each. They've scored in the 44th or something. We're in there. So we've done well, but 1-0 up, one each. I think, right, we're steady enough here. I remember going like, would somebody get close to fucking Fabregas? Right? So we're thinking, if one of the defenders pop out to him in the 10, somebody will run in, we'll be done. So we get in the tunnel. I remember getting round a couple of these, and Kel's like, I can't come out there. Like, no, you just stay where you are. Like, we'll block that and we'll deal with that. They ended up scoring the 89th minute, right? I know we're on the edge of our box camped in, but that was what I remember. I'm always saying that because I remember getting a pure shock going, I thought we were all right.
Right, we're starting to get close to Fabregas. Amazing. Hagi set back in it, but it was right back in that's your worst nightmare. Mate, do you know what it's just made me remember? Do you remember my first game back after being out for 2.5 years and I played you in a resi game and got sent off?
At
Airdrie?
I was playing for Aberdeen. That's right.
You were sent him in, mate, and my first game back, mate, he's absolutely popped me because must have been a wee bit overweight. Sent off, mate, so I went in the dressing room and it was that time where you'd go straight out after thingy, so I'm fixing my hair in the mirror, just been sent up. Looked round, Gordon Strachan standing in the dressing room. He'd came down for the box, came down.
You fix your hair in the mirror.
I'm fixing my hair and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Just been sent up 2.5 years and you're fixing your fucking hair. He's like, I was coming down here to console you. He's like, but you can fuck off or something. And I was like, oh no. Being sent up and then he's caught us fixing my hair for
I can imagine you doing that, but you'd have been deep in thought, wouldn't you? You wouldn't even have been about your hair, you'd have just been pure.
What the fuck was I doing?
What am I doing? I just have been I can imagine you doing
Halliday. Fucking hell.
What was I doing? I should never
sent
went
off
for
a
the clip.
Hercules.
Shouldn't have went for the clip. Shouldn't even have gelled it, man. You'll know, man, and you know this current Rangers squad, is Hagi a good addition? Is it somebody that they need to think? Will he make them better?
I think profile-wise, it's probably not what they need now because I think they've got 10s. I think they've got Bajrami, Lawns, Dill, similar type of players, but I think it gives them an option because I think they don't really have. I don't think there's many that you'll say, oh, he can come off the bench and make a real difference. What I will say about Giannis is he's the most. What's the word I'm looking for? In terms of like you playing in a Celtic or Rangers team where you don't give a fuck if you lose the ball, he's the biggest I've ever seen. He does not care if he loses the ball 4 times in a row. He'll get the ball and he'll tie a killer pass. Which I think that for me that's a perfect person to come off the bench for Rangers Celtic if you need a goal. And I think that's one thing that I've always said about Giannis is he's that headstrong where, listen, as a teammate, it's fucking frustrating because you're like, stop getting the ball away. But to be fair to him, how many times have we say the top players, they don't care and they make those mistakes?
Especially where Rangers are just now and the crowd can turn quite quickly. You do need players like that who will continue to take the ball, don't you?
100%.
What did you think of Rangers when you played them? They were obviously very good for that. Opening 25 minutes.
I thought that first 25
good, wasn't it?
oof. And then obviously we made the change. I obviously came on, wasn't he? Because of that.
No, you were good, mate.
We then just went, let's just get after them. And I think, don't know if they kind of get shocked by that, because the last 10 minutes of the first half, they had a wee chance, I think, just before the
Who decided that at the time?
The manager changed the shape, so we were like a 3-4-3. It was basically like a 5-5 almost. You seen the game, and then we changed and went to a 4-3-3. And obviously I went in, sat, and it was Sibs and the boy Babunski. But I think everybody just knows that. Know that we don't know what we're doing, or not at all. But everybody knows it, so it's like a default. You know, right, if he goes there in a 4-3-3, I need to be there. Do you know what I mean? And then I think we knew that I think they almost maybe get caught out by us pressing them a wee bit.
Did he say why he started? Did he tell you why in training he was deciding to sit off them to start?
No, we actually didn't. We worked on, to be fair, we worked on getting after them. No ridiculous in terms of pressing goalies and all that. He says, but if there's a wee stray pass, we're gone. But what was killing us is they weren't playing, the two wingers were playing in there, and Holty and Sibs were getting dragged everywhere, and it was almost becoming the boy Yorks playing in the centre mid, and they were playing in our own half the whole game, the whole half an hour. But once we went after them, I thought we kind of matched them almost. They had a couple where we opened up when we were going for it a wee bit, and Rangers, they're going to have chances against you, but I thought we done well. I didn't think that they were brilliant, but they obviously have quality in the forward. The boy who's the boy who came on?
He came on, he was good, wasn't he? He
was a joke, wasn't he, in that game?
He was chesting it everywhere, chesting it with boys.
He was actually taking it, rolling it on his chest, wasn't he?
Gals came tight with him. I says, Gal, just come tight. As long as you keep him there, I'll get back in his toes. I went to go back in his toes, he just went out the road and then ran away with the ball.
But he was like half turning it on his chest, wasn't he? Mental.
Big gal going, you know what, in that big hang up your arse, mate. That's the last thing you're wanting. Fucking hell, man. Similar story with the Lyon game. I mean, Lyon, some of their individuals, again, the two wingers.
Front three.
How good were they, mate?
That boy Cherky and Fafana, the two wingers, Cherky and Fafana, they'll be guaranteed Premier League next year. Guaranteed. Somebody in English Premier League signing them.
Mate, it's one of them, you're actually feeling for the two full-backs, and it was like Canadian barn dance the full game, mate.
But the boy Cherky, he actually just started taking the piss, didn't he?
He's doing all sorts of it, wasn't he?
Every single day, a first touch would be something like, a back heel in the corner, first touch, and he was just nutmegging people.
It was one on the touchline where he's done that and flicked like that, and I was like, oh my God.
But again, what I was saying about
he was away and gone.
The boy Fafana, how quick was he, mate?
So quick.
Honestly.
So direct, wasn't he?
And do you know what, mate? Listen, 4-1 at the end of the day, I thought Rangers were very good the first half.
See, really they scored that early goal, mate. They've got a right good chance of it.
Even when Lyon went 1-0, I thought Rangers were by miles a better team.
Yeah.
But then when the second goal went in, and then especially the second half, like I just felt as if these gaps just became apparent because Rangers just started getting a wee bit too desperate now. We're getting after the game. And like he says, the front three, man, even Lacazette, like, how tidy was he in like everything he does? See, like link up plays, first touch, like the way he sets people and that, he just never lost the ball ever, and the two wingers were just ridiculous, mate.
We've spoken about it on here. We've named players that you've played against, and they've just absolutely destroyed you. Like individually, have you had anybody?
John McGinn when he was at Hibs. It was just.
And who were you at?
I was at Ayr. There was one, not every time, but there was one game, and I went to go against him. He's a big arse, and he just went out the road. I think I was actually like scraping the ground a wee bit with my hands, and then up trying to chase him. He's just like away. But there was a couple performances against him.
I'll never forget the boy David Bellion in Jersey.
Played Man United.
He was at Sunderland at the time before he started getting all his moves.
Who?
David Bellion. He went to Sunderland. He was at Sunderland, came through at Sunderland, then went to Man United. Then went to France and that. Scandal. I was 16-year-old. Like, oh my God. The worst bit about that is, at the time, I flew back, and the way it worked, I was sat next to William McStay in the flight back. So you feel that size and you're sat next to the manager. You think to yourself, he thinks I'm shite. I think I'm shite. I don't want to be here.
Did he bring it up on the flight?
probably talked me through a few things I can't really remember, but I just remember.
What was he saying? Play cat and mouse with him. He used to love that one for a full back. Hey, play cat and mouse with him. What the fuck does that mean?
Cat and mouse.
Cat and mouse. It's cat and mouse. You know. Start doing that with his hips. Remember?
What a guy, man.
I don't know what to like bring it up to you, but I remember your first game back at Celtic. We were on in America and you played left back against Sporting Lisbon. I think you got a bit of run around that game now.
Potentially.
It was in Boston. It was in the Red Sox
I
stadium.
scored a penalty, but I don't remember it being great.
I think it was the first 20 and then you kind of settled into it. But
Settled it, aye. I probably did Big Sammy in front of me.
I think you did.
That was
no
horrendous.
tracky-backy for Big Sammy.
Played Man United in Toronto. He was in front of me. Said it to his face the last Legends game we played in. We played at Old Trafford. I was like, mate, worst ever you been in front of me.
Would he just no track back?
Oh, Big Sammy, did he track back for the left mid? No chance. He'd just stand and watch you.
And was Lennon on the way
shout
at
at him? Aye. Maybe just tell him to shout to him and get back. But he brought so much going the other way.
Oh, yeah.
When we were at it and we were in the... We're not playing against a team like that, you know what I mean?
Did you ever hear a teammate like that you knew was a lazy bastard?
Aye, couple aye.
Is it?
Aye.
Still playing?
I definitely want to know that, can't I?
I think it's hard because some boys, I think they go through a spell where they do stuff like that, and then I don't know, they maybe lose a wee bit of. It's usually if somebody who's older or done something and he's.
Did you ever play with Big Jeepsy?
Jeepsy.
Genius on the ball, mate, but holy fuck, man.
I hated 7s or 5s with somebody like my team. Give me a team of
Aye, dogs everywhere.
fullbacks and midfielders.
Always wins, doesn't it?
Aye, you win it every time, wouldn't you?
Always.
Talking about fives, Aiden's joined the fives.
Aye, he's been playing.
Paddy was saying,
Did he?
how's he been good? He says he's a money bastard.
He was nearly fighting with. There's a guy called Shaggy. Plays.
Money
Did I tell you that, no?
fives?
He was nearly fighting with the Turkish barber. Turkish barber player's called Shaggy. I've only played 3 times with him, 3 or 4 times, and he was like, him and the Turkish barber had to be split up last week. It was fucking.
What was he pulling the Turkish barber?
So you could just tell by the tone of it, whatever the Turkish barber was doing during the game was pissing him off. So he's just went. I think he tackled Aiden a couple of times, but you know, just rash tackles, but go to the ball, and you're thinking, he's done all right there. And then something just happened. He's like, try to ref a game, shut up. And then the two of them are squaring up to each other and they get split up.
What a guy, mate. Fighting with a Turkish barber.
Me, McCoy, and McFadden were in a team that day. And Aiden was against us. So Aiden will always be first pick.
That's right, and then you get 2 picks
then
after
you get 2,
it.
so you end up, so if you've only got if there's 4 pros there, just say, or ex-pros or boys that kind of, so Aiden will get picked first, but then it'll be done because then the next 2 will be like
you and Faddy.
Me and Faddy.
Faddy was
and then there's got a bit of link up. Did he tell you that? There's a wee bit of link up going a wee bit. But you always get the old stone motor Turkish barber will just take a hold of the ball and just start running, mate. Trying inside and outside.
How's McCoy's funny?
McCoy's was good, aye. McCoy was quite funny, aye. Turned up. He was good as well. He was, aye.
Right, last thing before we go into that Aberdeen Hearts game, I wanted to ask you this: did you watch the Mbappe and Enrique thing?
Aye.
Mate, it's unbelievable. Enrique's got him in a 1-to-1 meeting, mate, and he's going like, you like Michael Jordan? I've read somewhere that you've said you like Michael Jordan. Jordan defends like a motherfucker, and he says, you want to walk about, and he's shown him, mate, and he's absolutely fucking tearing him a new one. But he's like, you're amazing on the ball, you're the best, but you need to work harder defensively. Have you ever had an individual meeting with a manager like that?
Never individual, but I've had it in a team environment. Lennon used to get the game up and we used to put the DVD on. There was the DVD would get fired on and we'd watch a full game back and he'd stop every single bad touch and destroy you right in front of the
fucking tiki-taka pish.
Take it. Nah, just anything. Just go.
But never on an individual now.
I had an individual analysis with Davy Weir for about the first 4 months of my Rangers career because I was a winger before I went to Rangers, you know what I mean? And then for day 1 it was like, you're a holding midfield player. I was like, fucking hell, I'll play holding mid in my life.
And what would the analysis be on your performance for the weekend?
It was just not, it was that position, like how to play that position. So it would analyse games like, right, in this position, we want you to occupy the middle of the pitch at all times. What I was quite bad for early, he used to always say to me is, I would try and over-press, or I would try and, do too much, or try and do somebody's position. He was like, listen, you're a holding midfielder, you stay there, you occupy the middle of the pitch. And to be honest, like, I even look back now and think, I was still doing what he was telling me not to do. I was still over pressing. I was still trying to press a full back. It was like, and then again, I was just trying to learn the position.
What
was brilliant.
What was that, once a week?
Every game. Every single game.
Love it. What about you, Doc?
No, mine's would only be, I had a guy, Richie Burke, who was my manager at Livi briefly, and he came in, I think maybe before John, I can't remember. We had a few at a short spell, and I get sent, I was only maybe 18 or 19, and I get sent off like half an hour into a game in like the March, say, and then get injured like maybe like the training the 2 days later, and never played this rest of the season, and then the first league game of the next season get sent off again. And he's like to us, like, so came up back to back sending offs basically or whatever, and he's like to me, I was only a kid as well, he's like, I'm gonna have to fine you. I'm gonna have to fine you. Like, if this keeps happening, I'm gonna have to fine you. And I think we were on buttons at Livi, like, don't know, £150 a week or something.
2 weeks' wages after?
No, he was, if this happens again, I'm going to have to fine you, whatever. So that kind of settled me a wee bit.
Settled you down.
I'd love to know what Kelly's changing room was like when Delph fined the boy Joe Wright 2 weeks.
2 weeks. You know, another Lenny one when they got beaten. He says we got beat for air at Hibs.
Right.
And he says like 5 weeks went by and he just came into training and he went, just to remind you, we got beat from fucking Air United. Genius, man, innit? Right, Aberdeen Hibs. What a game, I watched it. Aberdeen Hibs, great game, mate.
Hearts were very good.
Hearts looks a lot better under Liam Fox, don't they?
They did.
What a difference in Spitland Dan in the team, would you agree?
And the team in general played with a lot more freedom, but I don't know if it helped that Aberdeen are a team that has a bit of a go. So again, it frees up the sort of space for the likes of Dan and a Spittle, and it became a bit more end-to-end, a bit stretched. But I thought Hearts were really good.
It looked on the highlights that I only seen that, but it looked like Hearts peppered them.
Hearts were miles a better team.
Yeah,
Hearts up until the last 20 minutes, then Aberdeen were always pushing for it. But
hey, Aberdeen, sign a good team when you're not playing well and
100%, aye.
But
you know what I was looking at as well, like, and listen again, this is easy to say with form, but you would look at teams like Aberdeen and say, they don't have that depth. You're looking at now, a lot of the players are still the same, but you're looking at like Shaden Morris and Duke and all these players thinking, you've actually got depth over the pitch, you've got boys that can sort of come in.
That was their subs, mate, wasn't it? Morris and Duke.
And I was looking at their full centre mids, mate. Shinnie, the boy Nielsen, who's done very well, the boy Paul Viceris came on in Clarkson, that's a full centre mids.
Shinnie as well, mate.
How long do you think they can keep going?
Celtic next, isn't it?
Nice, Celtic Park, aye.
We're going to get beat off Celtic, isn't they? Celtic Park.
Yeah. But then do you expect that, do they look at the type of team that can get right back on it? It's Rangers after that, though, innit? But I think they would fancy themselves against Rangers Aberdeen now.
It's at Pittodrie, I think, innit? Aye, it's at Pittodrie.
So is that how they play after Celtic, aye?
I think they play Celtic then Rangers, mate. Have you played against them this year, Doc?
No.
No.
They were really good against us. Really good.
What you said,
we nearly stole a draw, to be honest, the last minute. Mitov made an unbelievable save last kick of the game. But they were good against us.
Celtic.
Like, again, proper high press as well.
What's his centre mid called? The
Nielsen, the blonde one.
He's a maniac.
He's really good.
Mate, he's like that.
He's going about shouting at people, screaming. He looks like a proper leader.
Good.
He loves a scoop. Mate, I've never seen a boy scoop the ball so much in my life, man.
I think the boy Keskinen's, he's excellent.
Keskinen.
The winger, 81.
Oh, the 81, he scored.
I think he's really good. He's so direct, mate.
Yeah.
So direct.
Did they pay like $1 million for him?
£1 million,
aye.
I was with Shaden Morris at Fleetwood. He's very... I've always seen when he went to Aberdeen, if somebody can get a hold of him, like against Ross County, we came on, he was brilliant.
Direct.
He's just you get the ball, face somebody up, knock it and smash it across the goal and simplified his game, and I knew he would have something, because he's no one for 20 pockets or thinking too much. He just
that's what he done against us for the second goal. Faced up the left back, got down the line, cut it across goal.
See when he does that, man, that's him. He can be so effective. Did he get it, man?
Is there any case that they could go to Celtic Park and get something? And how Jinky will play? Is he Jinky's the type that might change and maybe go a wee bit more defender? You think he'll go and have a go and play exactly how he's been playing?
I think they'll go and have a go at Celtic.
And you think that'll play in Celtic's hands, the way Aberdeen play?
Aye.
Aye, that could be
a bloodbath.
Do you think so, huh?
Well, listen, if Celtic are on it, it could be a bloodbath against anyone. But I'm just saying, I think you should go and play the way they're playing. If you've won 13 in the trot, you can't go and...
Yeah.
I mean, I think you'd be a bit mad to go and change. Don't get me wrong, you maybe adapt a wee bit, because they do press high, so they might need to change where it's like certain areas, but I think them in possession...
Do you think they need to change that, though?
Aye, I really do. I think defending the halfway line at Celtic Park against Kyogo
Coon and Maida.
If the ball starts on
madness.
just say the ball starts on the 6-yard line for Celtic, right? It's a goal kick, and you are after them for there.
How they get the opportunity to turn
How they
you?
getting the opportunity to turn
But
you?
what they do have, Charlie, is players like Atati McGregor who can play into his feet and they can take a pressure out of the game in a minute.
Bounce it
so
back.
Do you know what I mean? Or even turn them, bounce it back, or turn them.
Well, it
And
was
if that's your press with a high line, you're fucked in,
Well,
aren't
it
you?
was like the
So just
disallowed
put the
goal.
ball behind you.
It was like the disallowed goal against Rangers and then the Paolo Bernardo
Yeah.
goal against St Johnstone last week. It was the exact same. The press for the goal kick. Press 6 yards out.
I know, but see that
I know the
press.
midfielder didn't
Because
press.
McGregor stand
And
down
the St
again,
Johnstone
somebody
one,
never
shut
jump.
themselves.
and the St Johnstone one, but the Rangers one, they never. The Rangers one, every single person
It's
was
tight.
up a Celtic player's arse when they scored that goal.
And it's a wee set pass for Atati that gets him into it, and somebody runs
It's
off.
a wee flick, running it like off or like to an angle. And then obviously the person that played the pass just followed his run and he was just gone.
And that's what Celtic do a lot more this year, is they do just put the ball behind you now.
maybe
See,
one
that's a
from
high
the-
line, mate.
So I
Like
said-
what Andrew was
said,
always
mate.
defeating running. Now they just like
just knows
Johnson,
the ball.
McCowan just puts the ball behind.
Did you hear when I was talking to Brendan Rodgers on the Premier Sports? I asked him about them playing in behind, and he says that they saw St Johnstone as an opportunity when they put the high line up to take a goal kick. Then that's when the space appeared behind them. As soon as the ball could drop, can they spin it in behind? Because that's when the space is there. So they knew they were doing before. Thought it was mental. You would never think of that, would you?
No.
Like that's when a space appears there.
Aye.
But once you once you play,
So Johnstone take a goal kick.
yeah,
That's at that point when they push everything to the halfway line.
Halfway line, the space
That's
in
the
behind.
spaces there.
because Kuhn heads it through to
Kids
Kyogo,
end
didn't
up through. So they're aware of that before they hang me.
he? Have you played Celtic yet this year?
No.
Okay, have you played? Have you not? So you know how many games you've played, man?
They've got 8 games in hand.
How did you find them last year? Because again, Rodgers was saying after I heard that saying people saying this was a team that didn't play well last year, but when you see how they're playing now, they weren't as good last year, were they? Celtic weren't as good last year as they are this year, are they?
No.
No, they weren't as good.
Wasn't
No.
No. How did you find them last year when you played them?
They
know,
never
I was in the championship. I had a fucking shock of that. Have you played
Just getting
Celtic
on
this year?
froze, mate,
What
on
difference
froze.
do you see? Is it that?
No,
that
we played them either.
Fucking hell, right back.
We played them. That's me. We played them in 2 weeks.
We played them in 2 weeks.
3
The big
weeks.
difference for me,
Yes.
side this
Yes.
year is their counter press. And I know that word gets used a lot, but
He loves that. I
as
heard him
soon
mention
as
it.
they lose it in the final third, Maeda's a machine and just gets it. The amount of goals this year have came for
But did
no
they not do
amazing.
that under? Did they not do that under Ange as well, Charlie?
I don't think they've done it as good. I think there's made an emphasis been on it
Right.
because Maeda, the amount of times this year they've lost it. No, it's not amazing play, but they've lost it or they had a good back play, lost it. Touch, goal, and they're away again.
You know, that's a, see how you were talking about the high press or whatever, if you, like Aberdeen, whether they go and lock on and, right, but do you know, think that's a difficulty when you play like Celtic, and even when Celtic play Dortmund, it's not so much when they've got the ball there, it's when, right, you're trying to play and then there's a wee stray pass and then you're that open that they've got to just do you in there. Not so much when everything's set up to press, because you know where he's got to be.
You mean when you've got the ball?
Or when you've got the ball, or when say they play and then you nick it and then they nick it back quickly, then you're nicking it and trying to play to somebody and your team's that bit more open than it maybe
I think
should be. But
I think as well when they've got you almost camped in, when you win the ball, you need to play proper intricate to actually
get out
play
there,
through them.
to
Do you know
get
what I mean?
anywhere
So it's
near.
like hard,
never
'cause you've
mind
just
get a
got
goal.
bodies that are just swarmed around the ball.
Aye.
But the big thing for me is runners in behind.
Behind,
That's the biggest difference for
Front three
Celtic
playing
this year,
higher,
100%. I thought everything they done was in front of you last year. And again, that's why it was that sort of slow tempoed, controlled possession football. But this year, not like this year, everyone, again, every one of the St Johnstone goals are running behind every single one.
Have you played United this year?
We've played them League Cup.
I'm sorry, I've had that has been an absolute shocker of a fucking segment. But what about Hearts getting a result at Dynamo Minsk as well? What a result that was,
Good result.
I only
Never
caught
seen
the
that
highlights yet. But again, any Scottish team,
Away from home.
especially outside the Old Firm, going away from home, winning Europe, it's a tough ask. That was actually the stadium I made my debut in Azerbaijan.
Was it?
That I played in, aye.
When you were on loan there?
Aye.
Was it? I mean, decent that team.
It was Europa League. Team that's actually in Europa League group phase now, that Jagiellonia or something, Poland. So, Killian played.
Oh, did they?
Killian was up front for them.
Must have been hopeless.
I think they finished second in the Polish League year before.
Wow. Small world, that, innit?
But good result.
There's no case Liam Fox getting the Hearts job, is there?
No. I think...
You can have said the date.
Aye, he knows that as well.
I said that, eh?
What,
Who gets it?
They said non-Scottish as well, didn't they? It says a good likelihood that it'll be non-Scottish.
Did they go down that Tony Bloom route? No, did anyone know?
Don't know.
I'm not sure, but what about that Brighton manager again, 31? Beating the big man yesterday.
Did you hear him saying that he'd come in to visit him?
Went to watch him,
Big shout, but that's what I compared Jimmy Taylor's Aberdeen team to his.
Right.
Very similar to De Zerbi's Brighton. The way they build
Did they
up.
play that much,
Against us. I'm only going against us. But they played with the two whole midfielders who moved with our striker. So our striker's going to press. I'm a 6. And you've got obviously the gaffer
Like the
two, you get after
shadowing,
their
aye.
6, but they're moving with the striker. So I'm basically, for me to jump, it's like 40 yards, and they're just playing me threaded bounce passes. Or the gaffer's like, fucking hell. It didn't
By the way, Aberdeen's first goal comes for the counter press. Yeah, lose the ball, nifty dead ones in, straight and nick it off Kingsley, in the in one pass. You played with Nisbet and Shankland. Did you know back then they'd gone in their careers at the FUD? Who was better?
For us, Shanks was better.
I was going to say, if it's better.
But Shanks, I think he scored like 59 and 60 or some mad stat like that. It was like 1.5 a goal a game. But Kev came in when I think he was on loan for Thistle. But they both came in similar. Shanks obviously came in and he'd been, I think, released for, was it Aberdeen or St
Aberdeen,
Mirren or
he was on
whatever.
here saying that he never had a club for about 6 months, did he?
Was it East Stirling or something that were the only team of Elgin? There was 2 teams interested in him for like doing the leagues a bit, and then he was meant to come to us. I don't know if he said this. He was meant to come to us. He was in loan to St Mirren, and he was left there in the January, and we played against him, and he missed a penalty against us, and he was like a bit heavy in that, and his fans were giving him pelters when he gets subbed off and all that, and I was like, oh, he looks gone. And he said the January came and we had no striker at here, and we were the part-time team in the champ, and I think we signed Big Farid, and he was done, couldn't move, and then tried to get Shanks, and we were training in McCall. It was like a Tuesday night at Lockhinch, and McCall was waiting in the car park for him to turn up, and he sent a voice note saying, or a voicemail, whatever, I'm going down to sign for Morton. And McCall was raging. So then it came to the summer, and obviously I think we'd get put down, and the club was going full time and all in the league below, and Shanks came in maybe about 3 or 4 weeks into the season, and he had no club. But I don't think McCall was got to sign him, or somebody wasn't want to sign him.
Because of that what happened before?
And because of that happened before, but he came in on like not a lot of money or whatever, and then but you could tell he had the bit between his teeth a bit, and obviously he got a fright for where he was at. But I think Nizzy had that after he was away for us, if you know what I mean. So with us, he was like came in as an 18-year-old on loan, and he had ability, but he was still that kind of no arse and whatever. And then I think he went away and he bashed the gym one year with his brother or something like that, and then he just became a tank. And I think it was Dunfermline he was flying.
McCall told you he was waiting for Shankland, but he was watching the 7:45 at Kempton, wasn't he? There's no way he was waiting for Shankland.
See, all the bad shouts you've had on open goal, I still remember when you were saying that Kevin Nisbet will be when he first signed with Hibs,
right.
you're like, he'll be the surprise package of the year. That's the
I
one
seen him
you
at
were right, I
Dunfermline
remember.
I seen him at Dunfermline the year before, that's right,
Some memory of that.
Aye. Well, it's the only fucking one
That's
he's
the
got
only
right
good
ever,
shit
so
I've had.
it's hard to forget it.
Long ball one's a bad one, isn't it? That is a bad one, mate.
The long pro one.
And then asking him if he's played Celtic, Aberdeen. Oh, holy fuck. I'll be back at the post office next week. I also played with Scott McKenna and Luke McCowan. Again, same question.
Aye,
Could you see it in them?
Big
McCowan was a
Scotty
winger, right? Was that right? He was a winger at
McCowan, aye. Well, he played kind of off the right or in the 10. When I'd come back for a long time injury, and I played in the reserves a bit, and he was playing, and you could see he had quality, and I was like, how's he not training? I think he maybe just started training with us, and then towards the end of the season, it was like, right, he needs to get a chance, and he played like the last game, and he was unbelievable. It was like Thistle away, I'm sure. He played and he was unreal, and the following season he came in, and it was basically like Forrest one side, him and the other, and Michael Moffat just floating about each other, and he was flying that season. And then obviously I think he gets moved to Dundee, but you could see he had quality. But even like not even 2 years ago he wasn't a regular at Dundee as well.
I know, it's mad.
I
when he
told
first
Robbie
went there.
Nielsen to sign him for Hearts.
Ben,
Very
We
good.
played against there that year when we went up the championship. I was like, sign him.
what did Robbie Nielsen say?
He's just saying that now.
No, generally, I never went and go and sign him. But it was one of the. It was
Sign him.
it was one of them. Was like really like the boy McCowan. It's like take him. It was like one of the kind of conversations that I wasn't telling him go and fucking sign him. And
He's not a Robbie Nielsen type player, though, is he?
No, I think it would be, aye.
so,
It was Barry Mackay who inside instead,
that's
you know what I
true,
mean? So, kind of similar. isn't
You
it?
were at that time, aye.
I generally think that would be the player who would have signed instead at that point in time.
Remember you sent me the boy McCowan will play for Celtic one day after that air game?
No, I didn't.
See,
Definitely
to be
not.
fair to Luke, even at that, because he never played regular, or even, I think he was maybe 21 by the time he made his debut, which isn't he young or whatever, but he had like self-confidence and he had belief, but he was on himself if he made mistakes and all that as well, like the same. So you could see like he had that determination, but he had like pauses and give me that, I'm going to do this, and he had that confidence, which I was like,
You would always.
Do you know what I would say on the fact that you're saying that? I wish that there would be a less snobbery towards signing Scottish players for
In the lower leagues, 100%.
mate, 100. See, like the McKowan signing for a Rangers or Celtic for Dundee. For me, that's no-brainer signings. No,
Aye.
it's a free hit almost.
100%. Aye.
The money you're getting them for.
Don't want to fucking Dundee fans win all this, but Lyle Cameron's the next one. Fucking go and sign him. I mean, what's it going to cost? Less than £1 million.
Lennon.
But do you know, do you
Get him
No.
do you know how you need to play a certain type of football to sign Lyle Cameron? Like, see, Hibs just now, there's no point in signing Lyle Cameron, is there? They're fucking landed the Giants, kick the ball up to a big striker, do you know what I mean?
The Hibs, they play more than that though.
But they wouldn't have put Lyle Cameron in their team, would
No,
they?
but mate, I'm not talking about snobbery for Hibs signing squad. I'm talking about Rangers and Celtic.
Do you think Lyle Cameron could go and play for Rangers Celtic?
But again, it's like, I'm not saying it for that this is a player that's going to come in and make the immediate impact for you. He's going to be the difference. But see me, when I look at the say squad players that Rangers and Celtic have signed over the years and spent good dough on, surely go and sign.
What about the boy
boys that are
Docherty at
proven
United,
elite?
if you were
Take him, mate.
See, if you look at the history,
Put him in
for a Scottish boy, you know what you're getting. You know what you're
Gonna
going to
come
get.
in.
You get them cheap. And you know
proven
you're going to
in the
get a
league
good
as well.
lad for the changing room, and you're going to get somebody that's going to be at it and train properly every day.
Did you ever have anybody you played against in the Scottish League you thought he'd be able to play for us?
No, there would have been. I can't think right now, but there have been players. And I think that when you do sign players like that, they go to another level as well.
Yeah.
I think they're in a team that have got a lot of possession. They're playing with better players, and they know what it means to play for a Celtic or Rangers. And,
Well, you're a prime example, aren't you? You were at Aberdeen.
Aye, and have that. They'll get another level at themselves, I think.
Rangers and Celtic had so much success in it like years ago, but again, it's kind of stopped over the last few years, innit? Rangers a bit more than Celtic, I suppose, but look, I even think look at the impact that Luke McCowan's made in the games that he's played.
That's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean?
You're not expecting these guys to come in and play and be the starter every week, but if they're coming on half an hour to go and a team's tired or whatever, and you've got somebody like McCowan getting ball in areas, he's got to be fresh. He's done it for Dundee, who are on a similar level to most of the teams, and he's playing with these players who are miles ahead of.
Was Scott McKenna good?
Scotty had, you could see he had the attributes. He was like a machine. I think he was only 18 or whatever. Machine, rapid, left, hardest shot I've ever seen. Left foot, cannon. But he came in and he was quite nervous at the start, to be fair. And then we played Hibs away and you should get the tackle up. He nearly broke McGinn in two.
Did he?
McGinn runs through and it's like McGinn's like kind of 60-40. McGinn's kind of just going to touch it by him, and Scotty comes to wipe the ball with his right and kick it up and hooks his legs round McGinn like here, and he's lying on the ground like that, and the ref's like standing with a red card over him, and it was maybe about half an hour into a game, and since then his kind of confidence
He
went.
was aggressive though, wasn't he, McKenna?
After that game,
Big curler, isn't he?
he gets sent. I think he get sent back up to Aberdeen, like, and wasn't he getting a game for us? And then 6 months later, he was playing every week for Aberdeen and getting. I think he
Again,
rejected.
I don't know if that was. I don't know if they were into, but surely that was a no-brainer signing for Rangers in the summer with Scott McKenna.
McKenna, him and Morelos
Desperate
always
for
had
centre
that
half.
behind, didn't they? And
See,
that
bef-
summer there,
See, before though, what I will say is, I thought Morelos tore him to shreds, but I thought he always get the better of him when he played with Aberdeen, because a Scott McKenna is the type of player that Alfredo Morelos relished. He's somebody that wants to get proper aggressive and proper tight with him, because he was brilliant at that one where he would bump you and just roll you. So I think, like, see the kind of standoffish defenders where they kind of allowed him to take the first touch and be more aggressive, so I think that kind of suited him. But for me, you'd have went and signed him in the summer.
They were good. It seemed like McKenna's sole focus the full game was just following Morelos, wasn't it?
But again, mate, I know we're going well off tack here, but I remember Pepe, mate, Pepe, Alfredo tore him up, mate, honestly.
Did he?
But for the exact reason. He just wanted to get proper tight with him all the time, and he just kept bumping him and just spinning.
I never seen it with Morelos ever.
I remember you
you
saying
know
that before.
Playing
Did you play against it?
Played against him quite a few times. Never seen the hype with him.
Is that?
But then again, you might be bang on because I'm not that.
I had to get tight.
I'm not that aggressive sort of getting tight. I'm more trying to read the game, and maybe you're right with that.
That season, and
plus I wouldn't get
incredible.
In Europe, he was
incredible. Honestly, 14 goals in Europe in one season.
Gazing in McCall story. Come on.
Ian McCall. He's a madman. Has he been on here before?
I've interviewed him once, mate. I got manager and went interviewed him. I really enjoyed it.
I loved that one. Pfft, I've got a fucking hundreds of them and all that. Blah, blah. He used to do, so our physio was ill. I think he had a brain hemorrhage or something, and he was out for ages, away for ages. So we had in between physios, and obviously we were part time and guys were coming in. And at times you wouldn't have a physio, whatever, and he'd be doing boys' stratums. Like the manager would be doing the boys' stratums. Aye. He'd be like, so he's done mine one day. He's at fucking third highest paid manager in Scottish Fitbit one time, and now I'm doing Ross Docherty's stratum.
He was doing stratum?
I swear to God. Manager was doing the boys' stratums.
Where was that?
To get for A United for training.
Flag hanging out the mouth, coffee stains over it.
I used to see him walking about the West End with a Partick track on it.
Where was it here?
In the Crocs?
I had Partick more so. He was at Partick, would always be walking about with full Partick tracky, bumping into a Hughes agents for a dress and all that.
With a pair of Crocs on.
Well, so I think when I signed for Thistle, I went and met him in the West End, and he had, so he used to, when I was out there, the whole time he had it was like a big kind of over jacket thing, cagoule thing, and it was like a Puma, I'm sure it was Puma, Thistle, thing for when he'd been at Thistle years ago, and he used to still wear that, and I'm sure, like when I signed for Thistle, and he was wearing that again, so he'd like just kept it for the time before.
He wouldn't be at training every day, would he?
He'd be there, aye, but he'd come up, so you'd go to train and say, I don't know, 10:30 start, and you'd be doing the warm-up, and he'd walk up maybe 20 minutes in, go and sit, and because we trained at West of Scotland Rugby Club, and go and sit in the dugout, and maybe have a fag or whatever, and he'd just be sitting, but sometimes you could see if he was in a decent mood or whatever, and you'd be doing a passing drill, and he'd be shouting stuff, mostly at me or whatever, fucking giving you abuse, and then he'd come out for the games at the end, like he loved just boxes, passing games, and he'd come out for the games and just kind of shout abuse at some folks, but I always thought he was good in terms of man management.
What was his strengths? I was going to ask you.
Never coached. Like he would, your shape would be, say you're playing a 4-4-2, you'd go and stand in the shape, and he'd like a couple of balls, and he'd do this, drop kick it into the corner. Like if it's there, like come round or whatever, hang with it. But he was always just about, you loved that one that you were saying earlier, we've got better, our players are better than their players, why can we not go and win the game? And in fairness, he got decent success, but he was good. I always thought he was good at building a team that was going to have success if you got clear run with injuries or whatever. But
he buys players that know what they're doing, doesn't he?
Aye, he was good at getting experienced boys who would go and kind of run the dressing room or whatever, but like Scal and Archie when I was at Thistle, like they were good coaches, and I think you kind of let them do like whatever we needed to do as well. You weren't going into games miles off it, let's be honest, but it was like funny folks could say, you've had good success, whatever. Like what's he? And I was like, doesn't he? But he'll see himself, doesn't he coach? But in terms of managing boys and managing the team and
how like, what does that look like? What does that look like?
But it's like casual. It's not like you're never doing meetings or anything. But he'll say, right, can you come in? Can Scott Tiffany come in and see me? And you go in and talk to him for 5 minutes and then come back out, or he'd pull somebody just at the side of training and talk to them or whatever. But it was never like proper tactically. You need to do this and you need to do that. It was more about, right, I brought you in to do this and like, you can go and do this, and it was almost giving boys belief to go and.
But I always thought there was a fear factor there with using McCall as well when you were playing for him.
Aye.
There was that, he has got that sort of fear factor.
He has, but it was weird because, like you say, most boys, I think it was different for when he was younger. I think he was mental when he was younger in terms of abusing folk and shouting at folk or whatever after the games. But it was when we were there, it was more like he was like folks' mate. But he could just turn it on and be like, wait a wee minute here. It wasn't like heavy. You've had guys who you're proper scared or whatever, but you had that kind of respect for him as well, I think. Yeah. But he was like, everybody's mate, like, taking the piss out of folk.
Would he set up, somebody said he would sit up the back of the bus with us on the way. He would play crash up the back, kids or whatever, and, you know, obviously he used to be gambler. He's like, I'll no pay in. He's like, but
I'll win overall, and he used to keep the scores. I'll win overall, and you don't need to pay me. Just put the money in the kitty, right? Whatever. So then we'd be like that, and he'd be keeping the scores. And so, say one day he'd get beat on the bus overall, whatever. He's like, no, but I've been counting for 3 months back. Overall, this is the scores and all that, but he'd be making it up, and he said no. But we went up to Brecon, and Crash, you can get a run through, like all the way through. So we went up to Brecon, and we got a run through in the bus on the way up, right? It was like a Tuesday night, and I think we were at Ayr and doing well, and I don't think they were that great, whatever. And the team talk, he was obviously going on about it on the bus for however long, an hour and a half. And we sit in the dressing room, and it's obviously the tiny wee dressing room at Brecon, and he's like, right lads, obviously we're here, whatever, and it was one of them, we probably hadn't even named the team or anything. He's like, just want you to know something that's never happened, and I think it's probably a good omen for the night. I got a fucking run through on the bus today on the way up the game, and right, so obviously the 3 or 4 boys are playing Crash, are like kind of half laughing or whatever, but you had boys like that. What's he talking about? Like, what's going on? Get a run through. It's been never seen before in Crash history. And he's like, but anyway, that's the team here we go on it, and then get beat 1-0. And he still goes on about it. He's like,
what would a typical team talk be like? Would it just be like
that? He was good at that, to be fair.
Motivational talk
kind of motivational stuff, aye. No, you're not greeting and all that, but like, some managers are good at it and some aren't as good. It's more tactical, but he was good at shit like that, aye.
What about after a game? Have you ever seen him go proper mental?
Aye, a couple of times, throwing stuff and that, aye.
What
but apparently, that's what I'm saying, he used to do shit like that all the time, and then, because it was Paddy Boyle who said to me, whatever, he used to be like all the time, and it used to see wee flashes at wee glimpses, but it was like, the kind of box of shinnies or whatever, them getting launched a few times. But it was more like if somebody, so the boy Michael Rhodes, who's a Stoke, I think now.
Are you left footer?
Aye,
good player, mate.
So he was kind of, not mouthy, but he wouldn't be scared to say his opinion, but he was quite a young boy or whatever, and he came in one day and he maybe said something, and Michael Rhodes said something back, but said something out, and he's like, fucking having a go. And then he had to go back or whatever. But it was more stuff like that. If somebody had too much to say for themselves, he'd go mental at that. Yeah. It wasn't a case of... But he started saying that like, the last season at Thistle, he said, I can't shout anymore, my heart's fucking done it, I can't shout and all that. So, but...
I seen him the other day, he's managed something like 690 games or so.
Is that what it is?
See the managers with the fear factor though, like, see if you've had a shit first half, see that walk into the tunnel, the boys like that, he's going to go fucking mental here.
Aye. You like that though?
Shit in it.
I hated it.
Aye.
See if you know you were getting it. Oh my God.
You don't like getting it.
You were on edge to fuck.
Who was your worst manager for that? Like just going mental?
Lennon. Aye, Mile.
Gary Bowen, who you'd have had as well. He was bad.
Bobo, my first ever involvement in a professional game, I was young boy and you used to go and do the hamper or whatever and pack the gear. And it was at Hampden. They played Queen's Park at Hampden. And they get beat 3-2 and let the cup at the start of the season. And I was just kind of sitting on a table just behind him, because obviously I wasn't involved in the team. And he leathered a bin, like just a big metal bin hit my leg. And you could see a few of the boys like kind of trying to laugh. And I was just a kid and I was just like that. Didn't move. Stood sat stiff.
Yeah.
Aye.
It was just normal back in the day, wasn't it? That stuff.
Aye, all stuff like that.
What's the worst you'd seen Lenny go? But dating an American accent, always.
What was the worst I saw him? I can't.
Gary Bowen, Phil Parkinson was bad.
Was he? How he
Phil Parkinson was bad, mate.
Was he?
He was kind of something what he was saying when he would start calm, but when he shout, he'd start gritting his teeth. When you knew he was gritting his teeth, he was going to start losing it. The word they used to show at the time, you can't say him, C-U-N-T. They used to say, but you're playing like a... But like, he would start gritting his teeth. Like,
I love when that gets said to
somebody. They go mental here.
At the end of the
Gerrard was bad.
Who?
Gerrard could go.
Gerrard,
he could
scary.
proper lose it, aye.
Do you remember a game in particular?
He lost it with me once when I was doing my boots. Like, when he was mid-raging at somebody else, and because I was mid-doing my boots, I fucking copped it, man.
Did you?
Aye.
And only for doing your boots, or did you go on other things?
Aye, because I was doing my boots.
Like, at the end of Lenny's, he would always go, not always, but a lot of time I remember him going like that. exempt. So he would pick like 5 or 6 or 4 or 5, depending, exempt. You would always like, please be me. Please be me. But you knew yourself when it wasn't you, not you know, don't you?
Aye.
Who would
know
always
you
get it
fucked
for him? Was there one that would always get it?
No, he was pretty, I know, he was on everybody.
Was
Aye.
he?
He was
You get
on-
that
Anyone
with
that was
you get that
exempt-
with gaffers though, they've always got
The one person.
one or two, haven't they?
So, like Sammy was being Sammy, and no running back, or no just being a typical, you knew within 2 minutes he would have a go at him. But everybody right across the board.
Was there anyone that would usually be exempt?
Aye, like Bruni would always be one to be exempt.
Did you ever hear him go ahead and go at Bruni now?
I did, he would have a go at him. Wasn't today would have a go at him, but a lot of time it was due. Bruni was exempt because he would always work hard, wouldn't he, Bruni, and always put it in and always do it, but he would be one. There would always be like 4 or 5, it would be exempt.
What about would Mowbray ever go mad now?
No.
Never?
No.
You've never seen him go mad?
Nah, I've not.
No, I'd just be really disappointed in you.
Mo-
Like that.
Mowbray's the first man.
He was starting Lucky's like that, and you just be like, oh.
Like your granddad being disappointed, yeah.
Mowbray's the first manager I've ever worked under where players answered them back. And at that point in time, I'd never seen it before, so I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, players are answering him back. And again, like, do you know, when you see that, you think, fucking hell, like, you feel as if players kind of lose respect for...
Did he take it?
No, he'd never go back, but it wasn't like, he never really had that filter, did he, where he could go mental, so it was like, he would never
Just
go back,
wasn't
but
him.
like,
But he got respect
Nice
for
guy,
his
done
other
well.
boys.
I hate that when folk are having a barney with the manager.
oh, so they are, right, so they
pish,
are.
mate.
I feel like, what you doing? Like if it's your teammate or whatever.
It's 9 times out of 10 you're due it, isn't you?
Aye,
like
aye.
you're due.
Have it, do it in the Monday morning or whatever, but
I don't know how to get the brass neck, some people.
I know,
Because
aye.
You've obviously
9
had
times
one,
out of 10 you've had a
innit?
nightmare, so you should be more embarrassed.
Would anybody here go back at Lennon now?
No.
Never. Somebody has one.
No, I can't picture. I could just maybe an odd like, under the breath, but nah, I don't think so. No, he was gone.
Could Dyla go mad?
He could go mad as well, but it was just a wee bit lost in his accent, and he's speaking not speaking Norwegian. He was a wee bit lost.
That must be hard, that, if you want to go
Aye.
mental and you kind like, you can speak the language, but it's no...
Strachan was scary, nah? I thought Strachan was scary, but when Strachan went...
Wow, he probably gave me my worst one. If I think about it, in Poland.
I was scared for you, man, watching that.
Both
Strachan
barrels, didn't I?
Can
What
make
about
you
you?
feel,
You're
make you
scared?
feel that small, kid.
Can Goodwin be quite scary?
he's a lot more calm than I thought he would have been because obviously you remember him as a player or whatever.
He said that on here to be fair when I interviewed him. He did say he's really calm.
Aye, only maybe once or twice in a year or just over a year that he's lost it, and it's not been wild, and it's been justified or whatever.
What game was it? Inverness Cali away last year. I watched that. Holy fuck!
That was awful, wasn't it?
Oh,
How bad was that
I was
game?
like 22 cars just crashing into each
Aye,
other.
terrible. It was when Tony scored late, didn't he?
That's right.
Aye.
Tony scored later. Was that the game you went mad?
No, he went mad. Went mad at Big Holty. Big Holty got flung about a wee bit. One of the games last year. Big Holty was brilliant for us, but one game and he went mad. But I think Holty was a wee bit like that. Fucking could have went mad umpteen times in the season. He's
And he's
fucking
picked me.
But at times you were. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't think you mind. See if you know, and you're almost like, right, we need it here. Our boys need it. But there's obviously some boys can handle it a wee bit. But maybe once or twice.
See that
Big
night in your
Holty.
house though, when the manager screamed at you like, it's genuinely the worst thing ever.
Going
So
in the
you're
Monday,
driving in the
doesn't
next day and the Monday.
Does they talk to you in the Monday? Blanks you in
Just
the
want to
corridor
go.
or something?
I'm so sorry that I'm shy at it. You just want to go up and say, I'm fucking so sorry.
But the
that
worst
I'm
thing a
shy."
manager could possibly, it doesn't happen anymore, but back in the day it was like, I'll see you Monday.
Oh,
So leaves you to sweat at it for 2 days. You're like, fucking hell, man, that's the
Horrendous.
To be
worst.
fair, Jim Goodwin says it all the time. He says, I'm not going to overanalyse the new. It's the worst time to do it.
After
So he'll
game.
always say that, to be fair. But I thought he'd be a lot.
mate, Lewis Ferguson said that Motta never says a word after a game.
Doesn't
Because
say
we could
it.
get beat 6-0, we could win 8-0. He would never say a word after a game. Never.
That's fucking weird though, no?
I know, I would find that quite weird.
Aye.
But even
What
if
was
he-
Because I'm not being funny, like,
I wonder what his reasons
I'm
are.
not being funny, you could talk about over-analysing the game, but if you're a coach, you've still seen the game, like, you know what happened within it, no?
Because you're desperate to know if the manager thought you played well or
Aye.
not, aren't you?
So what did they do? They
He just
come
comes in and goes, lads, get changed, I'll speak to you on Monday.
probably wants to be sure by seeing it
Seeing it
back.
back at her.
Aye.
Because
He's
what's the
flying
point?
as
Would
well.
you say something you maybe seen it, Ryan?
Tell you what manager will be raising Tony Docherty. But I never realised they were two up. Wait, 86 minutes gone. Got beat 3-2.
86, 88th, 94th.
I'm sure
Three goals.
Kelly scored and it got disallowed as well before
Just
we
before
scored.
it. Just before it, mate.
Aye.
The goalie has a shocker for the first, doesn't he?
Aye.
Again, I'm going to
First
ask
one
you,
that goes
you'll
under
be in
his
that
arms,
position where you've been winning that and that late in the game and you end up losing the
Oh,
game.
mate, you're asking about the worst feeling in football there.
His face when he says
It's
something
coming
like
back to me. Boxing Day at Ellen Road. 2-1 up. I've scored 2 apparently in a free kick.
So you're the hero at this point.
Like Boxing Day.
Boxing Day as well.
Ellen Road, quiet and Ellen Road. Know what that's like? Places bouncing.
All you can think about is going home for your celebrations, your quality
Buzzing.
streaks after it.
But
89
playing Marwendy House on Boxing Day.
Kamar Roof comes on with I don't know how long to go. Scores, they win 3-2. He came on like 89.
So what was this? When did he score to make
So
it
they
2-2?
scored it, to make it 2-2 was about the 89th, 90th minute. I think it was 90 and 90 plus 3. The place erupted, beat 3-2.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Boxing
I think,
Day.
see, every team...
I took weeks to recover for that. That was so painful.
See, we talk about like certain teams, so like obviously Celtic's like I've got a habit of scoring late, like Sir Alex Ferguson's Man U. I feel that Leeds always score late. Always, I think they've always
heard
done
the
it.
noise that day. I always fancied myself, like, see if we were in a lead with 10 minutes to go, I had a kind of confidence that, right, okay, you hear a few at the box. I'd quite calm thought that. I thought a few at the box, clear a few and could be alright here. But if these 2 balls come in the box, so you feel responsible because you're the centre back, balls have come in the box, they score 2, even though you've scored 2, it's done. But that was a low.
How long did Morgan rub his head that day after the game?
Can't remember.
That must have been a long head rub that.
Can't remember.
Mate, see how you say about Leeds, mate. We were beating Millwall on the last day to finish second in the league. And Leeds were playing Bristol Rovers. Millwall ended up beating us, which meant Millwall would have went up if Leeds got beat, but Leeds were getting beat 2-1. So there was a stage in the game where we're in the Championship, we're second in the league, and Leeds came back. Snoddy's team scored 2 in like the last couple of minutes against Bristol
And they've
Rovers.
always, it feels as if they've
Must
always
just be
done
that
it.
Ellen Road crowd, innit?
Aye.
There's some atmosphere there, I know, done it.
Oh,
Brilliant atmosphere.
Incredible.
was
Mo
Bale
Salah's second yellow card, embarrassing, mate. Use a midfield player that likes to elbow people in the face. You're not having that as a yellow card, there.
That's harsh, isn't it? But
It's not a yellow for me.
Like that kills Dundee, doesn't it?
somebody else was saying it though. How can they need to surely change the VAR thing? But
To the second yellow card, it's so stupid,
it's
mate.
got to be. Aye, it's ridiculous. Aye.
I know like intent doesn't matter anyway when you're going off yellow cards and red cards, but when Matty Kennedy's behind Sylla and he can't even see him, like, surely like stuff like that's got to be taken into account. And I don't know if it's one of them, it automatically looks worse when Matty Kennedy stands up and he's got blood
Aye,
coming
of
out his
course.
eye.
Blood coming out his eye,
But it's like he doesn't swing his arm. It's
just going like
aye.
that, isn't it?
It's I'd be raging if I was Tony Doc.
But
It
again,
was
that,
quickly after his first booking, was it?
it wasn't long after his
I
first
think,
booking.
I think refs are sometimes no great for that when it's like they've been booked and something else happens straight away and they're like, right, that's it. He's off. It was the same with the boy Grant yesterday.
George Grant, it was 2 minutes or something.
Aye.
But even
Yeah,
that,
obviously
right?
he goes flying in, of course, and it's probably
What has George Grant said to that referee that he feels it's a yellow card?
aye,
Mate, can I tell you something?
the big-
Oh, I don't know if I can say it.
Say it, go on. We'll take it if you.
I don't even know if it's bad enough, right? But see when we give the penalty away against St Mirren last week, my words to the ref is, can I ask you a question? He went, no, only the captain can speak to me, yellow card.
I was going to say they're big on
And
that.
that is genuinely, that is honestly all I said to him. He says, can I please ask you a question? No, only the captain can speak to me, yellow. And I
They're
was
saying
like,
to us every.
are you kidding on, genuinely? And it was like,
But I got sent off this year for going, oh, for fuck's sake, ref. That's it. Because you swear. See if you swear now, red card. For fuck's sake, ref. Got a red card. There's a pet peeve, mate. Fourth officials at grass. Grassing
Nah,
bastards, mate.
I think they can surely
FPI
manage
informants,
the managers basically on the side.
It's like
if it's over the top,
it's
then
like they're
aye.
desperate to hear you saying something so they can grass on you,
Aye.
mate.
the captain one I can understand if players are going to run towards you and
Aye.
swarming you and that, but so you cannot speak to a ref for the full game, you can only be the captain.
Aye, that's what, because they've said to us the last couple of weeks, I've noticed in the tunnel, and basically said, I'll be speaking to yous, anybody else.
Why not?
I can't, aye, that's the new thing that they're going with, to stop this swarming or whatever. But I said to Craig Napier like the week before about, like, within reason though, like, if somebody's want to speak to you, then surely just still have it. So if they're abusing you, then aye, fair enough. And he kind of just done that and never really said much. But it's natural. You're not abusing. You're just asking a question. Do you know what I mean?
What's the captain got up then? He's asking why. He's asking if he can ask you a question.
Was he asked
What
again?
is what's the question?
He says it's accidental.
Asking yourself, I can't.
What the fuck? I'm always speaking to the cat. No, I'm always speaking to him.
You go to speak to Matt. No listening.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Thinking you a booking like that. What?
You
Go
want
say
it?
again, go say again.
Oh, it's
Long
gone
way for
mad, isn't it?
Did you
game's
did you
gone
go
mad.
back and see the guy that gave the penalty in the Dundee United Kelly game?
No, I
What he
never.
done? You never. Oh, you need
I know,
to go
sorry,
back
mate,
and
I've
see
been
this,
busy
mate.
this week. Do you remember
Did you
it?
recognise it?
Oh, I did. You showed us it.
So I was saying, see, when you got the penalty in the last minute at Rugby Park, the way the ref gave the penalty was genius, mate. Full James Bond, the way he turns round last minute. Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, you need to go and see it, Charlie.
Because he gave a free kick against us for the goal or whatever. So he's probably just in
Oh,
the
that was the time that had the tackle on the box.
tackle.
So the boy goes down for the penalty, and it's like as if he's like bamming them up. Like, I'm going to kid on. I'm not getting the penalty. So he starts running. So the penalty happens there. He starts running away from it, and then turns and goes like, penalty. So like fully turns round, mate. Penalty. I'm down here and everything.
Oh, he's giving it all sorts. He puts his hand like that, doesn't he? His other hand's like that.
It's so
Where's the
good.
cat? Can I talk to the captain? I want to see when you're captain. Does it still happen where you go into the ref's room before the game with the other captain?
That stopped.
Remember that?
That
down
stopped
south?
with COVID.
And you had to go with the manager, mate, and it was the most awkward. I mean, you need
You
to
got
walk
the two
down.
managers saying, "Alright, mate, how you doing?"
Small talk.
Ready to go. Then you
What was that for?
The ref used to tell you. The ref, I remember that.
It was the strangest thing ever.
The
mate.
ref
I
used to go,
hated
"Aye,
it.
good luck. You swapped team sheets here. You just stood for a minute." It was an awkward chat. Like,
Oh,
good
mate.
luck today and that, blah, blah, blah. And then you just go, right, shake everybody's hand again.
Hand again.
And then you go out and shake. The amount of times you shook with refs and captains was mental.
Aye, that's
I forgot about that.
Mate, that was one of the most awkward situations in football ever, man. I used to fucking dread that. Going into the ref's room. So both captains, both managers, they'd be
What was the point of that?
I've never
Load
done
of
that.
pish, mate, honestly.
Never done that.
What was the point? I don't know what the point of that was.
I mean, I remember I'm always speaking to you two. That's it. That was it, the chat was it. You were involved in a comeback, 3 down at half-time at Rugby Park.
Aye.
That's the game that saved Lenny's job.
I was, aye. Aye.
What was said at
I gave away
half-time?
the one to make it 3-0 when he passed back to Foster.
You made an arse it.
I saw that I was covered in behind Dan Mastorovic, boys bounced. And I've turned round like that to go back to Foster and Fowler's came in like that, went on and then he lobbed him.
James Fowler. Did he?
James Fowler came from anywhere, lobbed him and I'm like, oh no. And then half time, 15 points behind Rangers. If we'd lost that game, they were playing that Dundee United at Ibrox that afternoon and we came back and drew 3 each. Ended up scoring the third to make it 3 each. Rangers drew that afternoon and then by the 2nd of January, I think it was, or just after Christmas we were 2 points. We were a point clear. We beat Rangers at Celtic Park to go a point clear.
See, at half-time when you went, sorry, mate, did you think that Lenny's done here?
That's
And I thought so. So we thought that was going to be his worst one. He was going to go mental, going to go mad, and he just was pure calm.
Oh, I'm disappointed. Yeah.
So calm. He was like, "Listen, lads, just get back in. Let's go the next goal." And whatever it was,
Guys, we're scoring the next goal.
Goal
Don't
then.
worry.
it was like pure. It was genius, man. But I don't know if he meant it or not. But everybody just was like, right. And Jamesy and Stokesy were unreal. Come on, Stokesy scored. I think Stokesy might have scored 2. And then we drew 3 each.
Again, what about on the flip side of any other good team talks you gave you thought it's amazing there? I think you maybe have you said on here?
Oh, he gave a couple. He was always good. I think he was good at team talks. We used to speak. See, even that hang on the board, it was a small hang, but it gave you believe. Like he's saying to you, Pirlo's legs have gone. So that, if you actually hear that, you hear, I've got like good legs because he's saying I can get after him. Do you know what I mean? You're sort of
We've got
hearing
a
it like
chance
that.
here.
He's got a chance here.
How do you think he feels, right, though, when you just get after Pirlo and he whips that one in the corner? Do you think he's sitting aside like, fucked it? Told him
I think
Pirlo's
he's almost
legs
kind of
have gone.
laughing like that. Back well. Yeah, go and try it.
Never said he wasn't a good passer. I said his legs had gone.
Don't let him get the ball.
Amazing. We spoke about Livingston. Both of you came through at Livingston. Is that what you came through as a youth player?
Aye.
Good times.
Aye, it was good.
Who
Obviously,
else would have been in that team? Anybody else that would know?
Sparky McNulty.
Oh, Mark McNulty.
Aye, Mark McNulty, Scoogle. We had a few boys went down the road, whatever. Big Cole Donaldson. Aye, we had.
Big Cole's doing well again, isn't he? At Falkirk.
Aye,
Uh-huh,
they're flying,
doing well.
man. Aye, they're flying. But aye, we had a good laugh coming through. You always do, don't you, as well? Boy for Dice as well. Who's it?
Oh, it's Roof. He was at Airdrie. What would you just drive through to training? Or what would you
I
do?
would drive through the first couple of years. Aye, travel with a boy for Glasgow as well. But then when I first never drove, I was in car school with Ian Russell, Michael Bunn, wee Bobby Barr, and Bugsy. Malone.
Big Chris Malone.
Aye. And but I never drove, and I was like just scared to say anything. And they'd have me doing the heating game, clays off and all that, and I'd just be sitting in the middle, like in the back seat like that.
With the clays on?
No, I've got clays on, and they're just like everywhere. And then
Brilliant, man.
They're all naked.
Getting a days. I'm just like this. Just scared.
No, man, I like it.
Straight faces.
Oh, wow.
They all straight faces. I love that, man.
See the boy Chris Malone that he's talking about, right? Usually straight away, I bet he's hinker player used to do it. See, at least once every training session, he would grab a ball and volley it as far as he could. Every single training session, right? And we were under 18s coach at the time. We were a youth team. There was a guy called Paul Connolly, hero, but he had a limp.
He done his windows.
He had a limp, right? And see, every time Bugsy volleyed the ball with this poor Paul Connolly used to go after it. And it used to take him about 10 minutes to get his ball come back.
Why did he volley the ball just to annoy him?
See if he just had head loss.
Oh, he'd head loss.
All he would do is grab a ball and volley it as far as he could. But honestly, I'll never forget every time you say volley, he was fucking limping again.
That's amazing, man.
Shite, man.
And what age did you break into love as the first team?
Aye, I think made my debut. Played right back a wee bit as well at the time.
What age were you on the debut?
18.
And did you know the day before you were playing, or?
Aye, so Gary Bowen Pilters, they'd won the league, so they were like the League One as it is now. And they'd won the league, and I'd trained with the first team and maybe been in the bench or whatever. And he said to us, I can't remember. And he said to us, you've got to play tomorrow, play right back, whatever. So I was away getting shocking haircut and all that shit. And then played, done well, but it was the last game of the season, they'd already won. In the following season, I was meant to come in and train with them and be part of the first team. Like, I think maybe even move up and be at the away dressing room.
In the dressing room,
And I had a holiday booked with my mates to Zante, 2 weeks in Zante, by the way. Don't know how
You could never do that now.
right, but I had a letter saying report at this date, and it was basically with the 19s or whatever, or whatever it was at the time. So I just went after that, and so I came back, say 4 days. They were like 3 or 4 days later. He's at, so I think we were like the Monday, they'd maybe been the Thursday, and they had a game. I think they had a game straight away or something like a bounce game. I can't remember. And he says, or maybe it was a form week, he says, you'd have been in training, Gary Bowen. He's like, I fucking told you to come in here with us, you would be with us. I said, I know, but I got a letter with Hingway, like, to come back whenever. He's like, well, I told you. And I says, I know, but Hingway. And then, so I kind of was doing in the away dressing room or whatever. And he's like, you'd been playing tomorrow in this game, whatever. So I was obviously devastated, but I came back and I was terrible shape, like, because I'd been away
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And then Yogi came in after him?
Yogi came in. Brian Wells took the team when Gary Bowen gets sacked and played a lot of the young boys, because I think there was a big dispute then about young boys being good enough but no getting a chance.
Right.
And Gary Bowen, that was basically kind of a big reason that him get, cause the team was doing all right. Obviously, I was kind of on the fringe or whatever. And Welsh came in and played maybe like 4 or 5 years, and we battered a team. I think it was Thistle. And so he done me a ton in terms of I was in the team, and then Yogi came in. So I played the first few games when Yogi was in, but it was him and John Collins. And it was brilliant, man. Like, you know, John Collins, like the calibre, and then obviously Yogi's fucking half his nut.
Somebody was telling me after that Lewis Stevenson talking about John Collins that used to join in training and he'd wear like red Preds.
John Collins would?
And you had to pass him the ball all the time, like the manager. And he said he was like unbelievable in training.
He'd have been, I don't know, that'd have been how long after the Hibs? He was at Hibs, maybe 5-6 years or something like that. And you could see he's still...
Was he ripped?
Aye. His big thing was, so we'd obviously go and train, and then back, and he'd shout, you need to do your maxes, and it'd be max pull-ups, dips, press-ups, straight in after. But boys were flying with it.
And would he stand and watch it?
He'd be in, but he'd be up and down. Not with a tap off, but he'd be up and down. But you had boys who couldn't do it at the start, who were then doing it. But I didn't mind it because obviously I had the big thing at Hibs where it was like
he got caned for it, didn't he?
Cane, but I was at Livi as a wee boy. He's played wherever he's played, top player, whatever, and he kind of liked me, so I was like, I'm going to do whatever this guy says.
Were you there when one of the youth team boys was started seeing Yogi's daughter?
Aye, Ross Gray. So that's Sparky and Roscoe are good mates. So I'm mates with Roscoe now. So Roscoe was one of them. He was in the first team, but kind of wasn't really getting a game, whatever. And him and Sparky were obviously best mates, and he would come down still to I was still in the youth changing room, and he'd come down. He's like, Doco. He's like, Yogi's getting the job. Right, and he'd maybe been seeing Becca for about, I don't know, a couple of months max. It's still that fresh, but he's probably not even really met him, or maybe once or twice. He's like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then he came in, and then he's like, Yogi, there was a documentary, Channel 5 documentary called, it's like the smallest guy, they used to do the things, smallest guy in the world or whatever. And there's a wee guy called Ping Ping, right? And Roscoe was tiny, and he'd go, Ping Ping, right? And Yogi would go, Ping Ping! And then Roscoe would be like, oh, for fuck's sake, man, doing all that. And every day just carrying him.
Did he not pull him in and tell him to get the gear off so he could see what he was doing with it?
I don't know that.
You've made that up.
No, I swear I heard that. That's how I knew about that he was seeing his daughter.
Aye, but Roscoe.
He terrorised him.
Aye.
Amazing.
Did the Cano ever get involved in training? No.
Oh, mate, incredible, man.
Joke.
He put me in goals once so he could join in. End of the season, mate, right? We'd won the league. So we're like, surely we're just going home now. He's like, lads, we're in for another week after it. And we're like, Gaffer, come on, man. Like, what are you talking about?
After you won the league, you trained for another week.
Like, the season was done. We had to come in for another week. We had to do testing and all this shit and say goodbye. We'll go for a meal one day. One day, we went to play 5-a-sides. Everyone had to play. I was like, Gaffer, my hamstring's tight. He's like, okay, just you go and goals and I'll play for you. And see, when I wasn't saving shots, mate, he was going off his tits at me, man.
That's amazing.
Oh, but mate, I'm telling you now, like, we seen all the players at Celtic back in the day. The Cano at that age was better, mate.
Aye.
See, if he'd like demonstrate a shooting or something, mate, he could fucking whip it in the top bin every time, mate.
Gary McAllister was like that. Gary McAllister was a fucking joke in rondo boxes.
Was he?
Oh, so good. There used to be a sweep. I told you about this before, didn't I? There used to be a sweepstake every day at Rangers of how long it would take Gary Mack to do an invisible golf swing.
No, you
Oh, mate. So good.
What, you would just go
So we go out to every day with Fairley, we'd do this invisible golf swing, right? Loved his golf. So all the boys would have like fucking 5 past 10, 6 minutes past, 8 minutes past, but boys would actually put money in it. So as soon as you go, every warm-up was 2 laps of the pitch, and then in with the sports scientists. So all the boys would just be watching Gary Mack and the staff talking.
That's brilliant, Barra.
Honestly, see out in Neighbour, you would just see like that. And then just be fucking 7 minutes past that. It's fucking class, honestly.
Lads, that's us done. Right, thanks very much, boys. You've been incredible. Sorry about that
Cheers.
segment.
Cheers.